All right, there we go. Now we're live. Sorry about
There
that.
we
I
go.
lost track of the time. 2 minutes late. I've been trying to do the show a little bit earlier. Yeah, I see Rick's on it. Yep, we're late. I'm sorry. That's
Hell
that's, that's my bad. What's going on, Rick? How you doing?
Yeah.
Leandro's in the house. What's up, brother?
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Man, it's gonna be fun. So this is not gonna be a standard art and stuff show per se, because this is the sketch
and stuff.
Art and stuff. There you go. Yeah, you said it. There you go. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And we got a bunch of my friends here. They're gonna join along. We're just gonna shoot the shit and draw for as long as we want to. I think we're still waiting on Mike to show up, but we'll just pop him up when he gets here.
Yep. He doesn't need an introduction.
That's
what tardiness teaches you.
Yeah. And he's going for the fashionably late, I think is what he's trying to do, so he can get all the glory of showing up late and we can be like, hey, Mike's here, blah, blah.
I don't blame him.
That's what I'm thinking. But all right, let's do it. It's Saturday night, and this is a special drawing thing and blah, blah, blah. So welcome to the
Art and Stuff presents Sketch and Stuff. I'm Sean Ahrendt, and with me, as always, is my brother and I.
The very talented, the very sexy, the very distinguished. A new camera angle. Always narcissistic, but never vain. A staunch defender, Rob Liefeld, and Gina Carano, and a lover of all things 90s. Joseph Michael Sonntag, Jerome Sonntag, if you prefer, or as the Pope likes to call me, JMS. Got through that fast because I want to get through and get to the show. So we're going to bring on all of our friends here, and we are going to shoot the shit for a second before we get rolling. So, in no particular order, Jerry Rascoe, Professor Murf, Elliott Rodriguez. What's going on, guys? Welcome.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hello.
Guys, thank you for taking this time and kicking it with us tonight.
No. It's a pleasure. I'm really happy to be back and get to do some art with some amazing talent. So it's inspirational and intimidating at the same time. And I'm all for it.
Hail Heisenberg.
I like it.
Heisenberg. I always messed that up.
Which I have to say that, shout out to Ehrenberg, because he's always throwing suggestions for the show to me. And I'm pretty sure Don Chin was one of his suggestions. And that was awesome because that was a hell of a fun show the other night with him on. So great suggestion. Keep that coming. That was really fun. Before we get any farther, I know that Professor Murf had something going on with his campaign. I figured I'm going to throw it to him. We can talk a little bit about that before we get drawing here.
Yeah, thanks, man. So, as you guys know, or some of you may not, but I released a figure recently, and she's right down here. She's my lead character in War Party, Diane, and she sold out in, well, I did 5 of them, and she was priced at $275. She's basically.
You want me to bring that up?
Yeah. I think I can. There we go.
Whoa.
There we go.
Yeah, she's a 12-inch character, 1/6 scale, hand painted. It's sort of a high-end collectible, action figure.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Thanks. And did 5 of them. They sold out in the first 24 hours. So I went back to the backers and asked them again, could I do 5 more? And they said yes, because I wanted to make sure they were okay with it. And the next 5 sold out in the next 24 hours. And this is so. There's a need for toys. I mean, I know EVS is doing them. I know PTP's doing them. But if you can find a way to do affordable collectibles and to where you won't break your bank, I definitely think for you campaigners out there, look into it. So I'm going to do one more, and I've already announced it to the backers. It's just not available yet, and it's right here. And this is going to be the Warpath edition, and she's going to be painted completely differently than the other one, the other 10.
Oh, and nice. That's sick, dude. She's
a one-of-a-kind, and this is depicting her from issue 0, which is her history. But they have interchangeable hands and feet. She comes with a bow and arrow, and she's also going to come with the original Preston Azevedo painting of the cover of issue 0, which is right there. So you're getting an original acrylic on canvas, and you're getting this one-of-a-kind, which I won't make anymore. This is the only one that'll ever exist of this this perk. So I'm going to go ahead and
Oh man!
activate it. It's ready to roll.
All
She's
right,
not
here we
cheap.
go.
She's not cheap, right? So I hope you brought your wallets because she is not cheap.
Woo!
Neither is the painting. So here we go. Visible.
Wow.
All right, and
All
save
right.
changes. And she should be live. Come and get her if you want her. She's the only one.
Oh man!
Let's see if she's up. Is she up? There she is. Warpath
There it is.
Dione and original art.
Wow.
0 of 1. Whoever gets it is the lucky number. So hopefully we'll sell her tonight. We'll see. It's
let's
a
go.
commitment. It's
Let's
an investment.
go for that.
Let's see if we can get that done. That's awesome. That's really cool.
And if she does go tonight, I will hit 30K on my campaign. I will pass $30,000.
Yeah.
So,
Hopefully,
cheers.
somebody out there, we can make that happen. Somebody.
Hey,
I'm
definitely.
jealous. If I had the money, I would get that. Really, that is a sweet looking toy. That is.
Thanks.
We
Yeah.
could go rob some kids. Beat them up and take their lunch money.
Yeah. The sculpts came in today, and it's incredible. The detail on the face, it looks. I posted a couple pics on Twitter. It's so realistic. I mean, her head's only this big, and I mean every little detail, the eye and the eyelashes and everything's painted. It looks
What's up,
amazing,
Bob?
fully articulated.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. You guys did a fantastic job on that. It looks sweet.
Thanks.
Is
Yeah,
it-
so much.
Sorry
No,
for
that-
sorry for my ignorance, but is that something that you sculpted yourself, or did you send it off with your design? How does?
Yeah, what
I'm sorry.
I did is, I put her together from prefab parts. They're pre-designed parts. So
nice.
I
nice,
chose the head. I chose everything that I needed, and then now I have to paint her, custom
Nice.
paint her,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
create the costume. So everything's
Nice.
custom made. But she is not from a mold. She's from a mold,
Okay.
but not like from a mold that I had made. The
That
key
you
with
made,
making
okay.
toys is if you can make a toy without making a mold, then you can make it
Yeah.
affordable. If you have to make a mold, you're going to have to sell 500 of them because
Wow.
you're out the door set to like $10,000-$15,000 when you have a mold made. It's like a whole other campaign. So
Like an
it's-
assembly line type thing.
Yeah,
Sell
so
more,
I took the Etsy approach with this, like where
Nice.
you'll get smaller quantity, but a higher price point.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it looks great. Looks great. Awesome job.
thanks.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Hey Sean,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get rolling here.
Yeah, dip me
Start
out
this.
and bring the other one on.
Yep, I'm gonna kick you out. I'm gonna kick me out and bring the other cameras on. But before I do, I'm gonna send a message to Mike.
Oh, no, Mike's running late. He just shot
Oh,
me
he
a
is?
message. He just came across my screen.
Oh, well, there you go.
Hey Joe, I'm getting a message from Rob Arnold. He says he doesn't see your stream. He's trying to
Really?
see the show. I don't know if he just says I don't see the stream link.
Let's say I'm watching it right now
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's.
across the studio there. So
Rob, are you trolling me?
is he looking at the Out and Stuff channel, or is he looking at?
Yeah,
He's outside the door.
I think I put the link on on Facebook or Twitter. So I don't know why he doesn't see it. Maybe he thinks he's invited to come talk or hang out.
Hey,
I don't know. He's like, I don't see the StreamYard link.
Okay.
hey, if he wants to come on, I got no problem with that. We got room.
Yeah.
All right, let me see if he's interested.
Yeah, send him a link if he's interested.
The crowdfunding expert himself.
Yeah, got no problem with that.
Hey, do we have like what's it called? Like a topic or a theme that we have to draw tonight, or is
No, whatever you want.
Yeah, whatever
Anything
you
you
want to do.
My topic is get my book done. That's
Exactly.
my topic. I don't have time to draw anything else.
Yeah, basically, like Sean and I were working on like commission / pinup stuff, so I'm not really working on anything for my book right now tonight. And
nice?
I'm not sure what Jerry, what are you working on?
I'm working on an X-Men pinup. I've been doing a bunch of those recently, and
nice.
this is the next one that I'm doing.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Great
that's what you
gestures and layout.
did. Yeah, it looks. Love it.
Thanks. Real
nice.
rough, but that's how
Yeah.
I do my composition. Is that just real rough, real
Oh, yeah.
loose, and then just go tighten it up from there. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Is that gonna be Colossus in the middle there?
Yeah. So this is going to be the all new, giant size X-Men #1 crew.
Oh, okay.
So I did the first one I did was the I'm trying to see if I've got it close by. Let me see. I got a couple of them here. Yeah. So first, I did the original team
Oh, yeah.
lineup, and then I did the graduation team lineup with Havoc and the Neil Adams costumes and Havoc and
Nice.
Polaris.
Gotta
So
love
then
those costumes, man.
Yeah, so then comes the giant size, and then I also did this Wolverine the other day as well.
Yeah, that looks awesome, man.
Yeah, with the Reavers in the trees.
Nice.
I don't know if you guys go back as far as I do, but there's a couple issues, I think, or at least one issue where Barry Windsor Smith did a story of Wolverine in a blizzard in New York being chased by Lady Deathstrike and the Reavers. Love that book, man. So,
me too. Love the visuals in that book too. It's so good.
Yeah, it's one of those things that snowstorm drawing stuff in the snow is a challenge that you don't think about, and the way Barry Windsor Smith did it, like I've always wanted to do something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. One of these days, I think I'm gonna have to put something in a script so I can mess around with something like that. Just because it seems like it'd be fun to draw. You know, it might be tricky, but I think it'd be fun.
Now I think it's a lot different. I can't imagine how he did it back then with like color separations and stuff. Today with Photoshop and scanning and things, I used a lot of whiteout to do the snow and things. But back then, where they were doing literally like overlays and cutting out the white and stuff, oh my God, I can't imagine the work, like just the manual effort of doing it. Today it'd be so much easier.
That is great. What's going on? We lost Elliott. Oh, Sean, you wanna? You're mute. You're on mute, bro.
Take me out. There's issues with the phones. It keeps cutting out. So be a work in progress.
All right, so I'm gonna take you out of this one.
Yeah, please.
All right. Let's see. Oh, what's going on, guys? In the chat. Hey, what's up, McMahon Croft? Murf is watching porn. I bet he is. You can see it in his glasses. Yeah, I guarantee. Elliott, you're back. What's up?
Yeah, I'm very sorry. Sorry, everybody. I think that might happen one more time tonight. My internet connection comes and goes sometimes. I'm very sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine. See.
What I miss? What did I miss?
Yeah, welcome, Rob, the replicator.
Is it this one?
He made it.
What's going on, Rob?
Thank us.
Yeah, Rob. Yeah, Sean. There you are. There's Sean. Maybe, I don't know. There you are. All right, got you on here. This is going to be interesting trying to get this all set up, but we will start drawing here at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
I hand it to you, Joe, for doing the juggling, man. So how did you get started? Like, did you just with StreamYard? Did you just pick it up and go, I'm just going to guess and figure it out as I go, or
pretty much?
Did you? Yeah. So I mean, I know there's like online. What are those courses?
Tutorials, stuff online.
Yeah.
There was a few stuff online that I looked up just to see, like the basics of it before I checked it out, and then I got into it, and it's actually really user friendly, so that's nice, so I ended up jumping into it. It made a lot of sense, and because we could only stream the show from one computer, I took the lead on it. So that's why Sean gets to sit around and look pretty.
Hey, that's smart. That's a smart plan right there.
Yeah, and I handle the chat and try to do everything else.
Look, I'm having issues. I'm just going to have to do what Elliott's doing and then bring it up from time to time.
Yeah, awesome.
Shelby Robertson in the house. I didn't see that. Did I miss that? Where's Shelby at?
Nice.
Tell Shelby you can come on the show if you want.
So this is what I'm going to be working on.
Awesome.
Nice.
I
saw that yesterday.
It's on a comic box thingy, and kind of worried about the quality of the paper and bleeding, but
that's gonna look good.
Oh, there he is.
Nice.
Hey, Shelby's gonna be he's gonna be on the show here in a couple weeks. Next week?
No, this Friday. This coming Friday.
This coming Friday. Oh, let me take you off here. Sorry, I'm doing too much stuff.
Hey, if it's not too much, could I ask somebody in the chat? If it's not too much, could I ask somebody in the chat to give me a topic?
Yeah, there
I'll
you
take a
go.
request.
Elliott's looking for something to draw, so somebody throw in some suggestions for him.
Anything in particular? Any genre or what? What are you thinking?
Anything. Anything. I'm thinking of maybe hearing Rick's suggestion because Rick's always so supportive. I don't know, but anything really like a superhero or fantasy, anything. Not anything in particular.
How about the
And while
porn
people
star?
are, while people are,
I got an 8x11, so it's pretty. Maybe one character.
while people are trying to figure that out, I'll also throw this out. We have some open spots too. We're waiting on Mike. Mike McMahon's going to join us in a while, but we do have some open spots. If anybody out there does want to join us, shoot us a message or let us know in the comments, and we can throw you a link. This is a draw along, so you don't have to be on camera drawing if you don't want to, but that's the purpose of the show. Oh man! So here's the thing too. I'm going to deal with the chat as much as I can, but at some point I got to start drawing. So you guys keep on talking, and I'll take a break every once in a while, and I'll go back to find everybody, and we'll try to make sure that we get all the comments that we can in. Kid says something space. That narrows it down.
Yeah. If this is something you guys are going to do fairly regularly, have you guys been watching or seen the drink and draw that Joe Quesada and Dan Panosian, those guys do?
I've seen that every once in a while. It's been a second since I watched it.
Yeah, so they've got like a guy on camera, Ben, who sort of moderates. And so what I would recommend, if you want to do this next time, instead of you moderating, Joe, get like Rick or one of the mods here. Have them, they don't have to be on cam, but just on mic to read out comments and stuff to us. And then we can comment along as we go. And then you don't have to monitor the chat the whole time.
I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah, I mean, it's just bringing on another person. As long as somebody's willing to be on mic to do it, then they could just read it out to us. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there you go. So any of the mods want to come on tonight and help out with that, you just let me know.
Yeah. And that frees you up to, do your thing.
Hey, Sean, Michael Bancroft said, you really do look like Justin Timberlake.
Jesus. Listen, you keep that up, and Sean's head is not going to fit in that hat anymore. Jeez.
Shelby, we are going to be on for a while. I can stream for up to 4 hours. It just depends on how many people want to stay on and how well the chat's doing. So there's no real end to this until someone gets tired and our guests can come and go as they please. So if you want to come on, if you want to come on later, just hit us up and we'll drop you a link. Actually, Sean, you want to just send him the link if he wants to pop on later?
I'll send it to him in Facebook.
I saw somebody mention. I think Hockey mentioned the Superman milking a cow. Is that for me? is that the suggestion?
You asked for it.
I just wanted to make sure that if that's it, because I'll do it. No problem.
It's weird, but I guess it's not the weirdest thing I've ever seen from like con requests.
I've had a few.
Yeah, if I could get a confirmation from Hockey, I think it's Hockey, but yeah.
He says yes. That's what he wants you to draw.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
Superman milking Rob the Replicator. How about that?
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm telling you. There's you asked for it. You asked for it. And now you're gonna get it.
Man. I think I'll stick with the cow idea. Maybe I'll put Rob's face on the cow. Maybe that could work.
All right. Let's see. You guys talk for a second. I gotta switch my camera out and throw up the other one.
So how's everybody doing? You read any cool books?
I read that X-Men, was it X-Men Legacy #1 with our boy Adelso?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Killed it.
Yeah, he always does.
I'm trying to get a hold of that, but I can't get it. I can't find it yet.
Could you get it digital if you can't get it in person for now? It's worth it as far as a read goes. I would do it digital and then pick one up later.
Is it on Comixology?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm getting ready to reread a classic I haven't read since I was a kid. Do you remember Craven's Last Hunt?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. I wanted to read that again. I haven't read it in so long. I forgot most of it.
Those were Mike Zeck covers, right?
Yeah.
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 But
All
who
right,
did
bring it back.
who did the interiors?
I can't remember. But yeah, I think he did the whole book, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah.
Can anybody hear me? Am I good?
Yeah, you're good.
yes.
All right, cool. All right, that works. Cool. I think Harold Berg might come in here and read the chat, which would be awesome, because then I can start drawing with everybody. I'm gonna be working on a piece for Viking Wolf for primetime for Colton.
Nice.
That's gonna be fun. Craven's Last Hunt. Did you guys say? Hey, I was switching mics. I must have missed part of the conversation. You know what? It's funny. I never really got into Craven's Last Hunt, and I'm probably one of the weird people. But a lot of people like that for some reason. I never got into it too much. I don't know why.
I just for me anything Mike Zeck, just about anything.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
great.
I'm a huge Spider-Man fan anyway, especially that time frame. I
Right.
kind of fell off in the mid 2000s, but yeah, that 80s, late 80s, early 90s. I mean, I go back to like late 70s, early 80s Spider-Man, but yeah, all that stuff is good. Poll? Who's your favorite Spider-Man artist? I know. Probably, I bet Joe's going to say McFarlane. I know.
Actually, it's going to surprise you. As much as I like McFarlane, and as much as I like Eric Larson, my favorite Spider-Man artist is Mark Bagley.
Really?
Yep.
Yes.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Okay.
He's like, really?
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
Like I respect what I did for the character, and I love his work. Don't get me wrong, and I love McFarlane in general, and I loved what Eric did with the character as well. But when I was growing up, Bagley was the one that was doing it
Yeah.
for a damn near a decade or whatever it was that he did that character for. I'm just amazing. Before he jumped to like Ultimate and all that, so it's just there's something about the way that he draws Spider-Man that I just really dug. So like he's my favorite Spider-Man artist. That's me.
Yeah, he's mine also. I the first comics that I came across when I was young was during the Maximum Carnage era, and that's
Oh, yeah.
in my opinion, his Spider-Man is a definitive, but I know it's not. I mean, there's other good ones, but I really like Bagley's Spider-Man. Really like it. Really good stuff.
What's up? What about?
Leonardi. I go with Leonardi.
Ooh, Rick Leonardi, nice.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I have a Rick Leonardi Spider-Man 2099 sketch he did for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's so cool. Such a cool guy too. He was like, I said, how much? He goes, give me a beer after the show. I said, all right, man. You got it. So yeah. So Murf, who's your Spider-Man artist?
My favorite artists actually didn't do a lot of Spider-Man. My
Okay.
favorite artists were John Michael Golden,
Oh yeah.
Bernie Wrightson,
There you go.
and Brian Boland. Those are my guys. So a lot of
yeah.
Batman guys, G.I. Joe. I was more into Spider-Man for the story, honestly, arcs than the art, to be honest with you.
Right.
Of course, I was like everybody when McFarlane came out. I was blown away. I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah, absolutely.
This is
Yeah.
something like I've never seen before. So, I mean, he definitely made the biggest impact. But I grew up in the Romita days, looking at a lot of that stuff, and so most of my favorite artists are actually with a lot of them were with DC. Like I like Norm Brayfogle. I like his work on Batman, on Detective Comics. I mean, I remember him.
Yeah.
And of course, Brian Boland, you can't go wrong. Like his stuff is just phenomenal. So
Bancroft said John Buscema.
yeah, definitely Buscema.
Absolutely.
Reading
Bagley,
Conan,
too.
Savage Sword of Conan, and of course Buscema as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean, they got some, was it Backstreet Boys songs going on in the chat for you, just so you know. I think it's bad. I don't know.
Yo, Rob, come in. Come in and tell us we're all a bunch of wankers.
Yeah, come in, Rob. He's going to yell at me because I sent the wrong stream in my update or link. I put the link to your show, Joe, instead of
Oh, okay.
yeah. So people are probably going there and where is this? Rob was one of them, so he's not very happy with me right now.
We got in the house. Michael,
Oh,
What's
Mike.
up? How you doing, guys?
what's going
What's going on? Hello.
Hey, Michael.
How you doing?
Good.
Hi,
Sorry I'm
Harrenberg's
late.
here. Cool. Harrenberg's house, so we can read some of these comments, and maybe I can start drawing here. Really appreciate it for coming on, man.
Hello,
Yeah.
Herrenberg.
Good evening, folks. I could be here for like about an hour and a half.
Hey, that worked. I appreciate it.
We
That's
appreciate
cool.
it.
Thanks.
We appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Trying to put my avatar.
Rob the Replicator says he still needs the link.
Where isn't it putting up my avatar? What the hell?
Yeah,
He's
that's weird.
funny. He is a funny guy.
Come on, avatar.
I say if you need to
I'm
jump
going
out and
with,
back in, maybe it'll pop back up. I don't know. Sometimes it's screwy.
I'm going with the Superman milking cow thing. This was like a sketch that I got so far. Just
Hold on
let,
a second. Hold on. There you go.
laying it out a little bit.
Nice.
So let's see what happens with it.
I feel
Well,
sorry for the cow. That's going to hurt. Oh,
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, I'm gonna also do. I'm also gonna do Rick's request. Also, he said Rage Tality. I'll get on that too.
Because
Maybe not today, but I'll get on it.
I like it. All right, so if Rob comes in here, we get Harrenberg. Then we might have another spot if people want to come in. Hey, Michael, if you want to come in, Bancroft, let us know. Shoot the shit for a little while. All right.
And thanks for having us on again a couple weeks ago. It was awesome. We had a really good time and look forward to doing it again.
Hello.
wow. Rotary phone.
Yeah,
It's
hold
Rob.
on.
It's Rob.
It's my Tia. I'll be back.
So, Mike, what's up,
Yes,
brother?
sir.
What you been up to, man? Been a while. How you doing?
Doing good. Just working on volume 3, and today was the day of a lot of running. We have a Dick Blick outlet by us, so you can get stuff cheap there. So I got a new desk lamp and a thing that I put at the beginning of my desk where you can put all your pens and stuff, so I don't have all this clutter around me.
Nice.
And then we tried to get new phones at Walmart, but the guy was just like we gave him like the cards because we do straight talk,
Yeah.
and he's just sitting there looking at the cards with his fingers, and then he's like, huh, and then he gets his little computer thing out and goes up and he scans the barcode, and he's like, huh, and then he goes and he looks into the cage thing that they have all the phones in, and he's like, oh, I don't see them. And I'm like, dude, I'm sorry we put you out from whatever it was you were doing. Go back to being an inbred. We'll go somewhere else.
Nice.
Don Chin is cool.
Don Chen is awesome.
Hell yeah.
Super funny
Rob
guy.
says, me calling, that's where my link is.
Yeah, I was
Somebody
enjoying
send a
that
link to
show
Rob.
yesterday.
I'll do it. Let me see. What we got?
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
That show, that was awesome.
Yeah, and I don't know. It was just like I figured since he does parody, it would kind of be cool if me and Joe dress up like a bunch of dicks.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
awesome.
But that's how I
Yeah, that
normally
was-
dress when I go back to Jersey.
Nice.
Harrenberg, you there?
Yeah, it's not letting me put my avatar, so I'm on a black screen. Sorry about that.
Oh, no, you're fine. Just wondering. I didn't know if we had lost you.
No, I'm here. Thanks.
Yep, not a problem. So
I'm
I think
watching
I
the
just sent
comments
Rob.
here.
Yeah, I just sent Rob the link, so we'll see if he pops on here.
Rob the Replicator. So these comments come both from YouTube and Facebook, huh?
Tonight is just YouTube. We used to do YouTube and Facebook,
Okay.
but it oh, there he is. What's up, Rob?
These guys just
I'm turning my
let
camera
me
off.
sit there waiting for my link, huh?
Good day, Mike.
Yeah.
What's going on, Rob?
Unreal.
Yeah,
Good to have you here.
it's a pleasure.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
Good, mate. How's your microphone? Could you get it further away from your face?
Are you sure you guys want to invite Rob in here?
Not too late now.
Let's test it out. Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a party.
Pick a key, guys. Pick a key.
Yeah, I didn't expect that to happen.
Murphy Boomer, half of your face is out of the camera.
I'm drawing. I'm supposed to be looking at my screen, not my face.
Well, sort it out, mate. It's really annoying. Hey,
How's this?
all this morning, like, Murph, I want to watch
I'm
what you're doing today. I want to see this figure that you're doing. And he's like, dude, I've told you where it is. You know, it's on this channel at this time. And I'm like, dude, I'm right there. It's not there. This went on for like an hour.
Yeah, we had a little communication problem.
No.
I didn't know he had like 30 channels. I thought he had one channel. I didn't realize.
Terrible. So
Well, that's what I was wondering.
Murph just sent people the wrong address so he could send out another update.
I know. I sent out. Yeah, exactly. I just want an excuse to do another update. I think I'm on 43, update 43 right now.
Oh. Wars have been started for less.
Yes.
Never have enough updates.
According to Rob, you can.
Apparently.
What would you suggest would be like a good amount without not coming off like a cunt or spamming people's folders? Like weekly?
Less than Murph would be ideal.
One less than Murph.
Like anything less than Murph, apparently.
That's it. Just do one less than whatever Murph does, and you'll look like a champion.
There we go.
Oh man.
All right, I'm all set up here.
Right. All right. Look at that. Murph, let me know when you want to show anything off, and I'll bring you up with your screen share, but I don't want to do it until you're ready, so.
This paper quality sucks a dick.
I was wondering how that was going to go on that board or that box.
Wouldn't it be like doing a sketch cover? Isn't that the same kind of quality as? No, it's worse.
Yeah. You would think, but no, it's kind of like a sneaker box.
Ah, okay. It'll be rough.
All right, I'm going to head off, guys. Thanks for having me on. I just wanted to come on and tell you how disappointed I was in Professor Murph. I know there's a lot of boomers in Comicsgate, but I don't think there's ever been a boomer that has boomed as much as Professor Murph.
Yeah, I'll never hear the end of this one.
Never. It's never going to go away.
I can't hang out with you guys. I can't hang out with you anymore.
Thanks for coming in.
Right,
Have a good one. Good day.
Oh man, he was real. He left.
Yeah,
I thought he was joking.
He'll pop in on another stream and do it like that.
Nice.
I like his style.
Yeah.
I already made my first mistake. Paying attention.
So, Joe, I've been watching your appreciating art videos. They're coming out great. Yeah, they're great.
Thank you.
They're great. Yeah, I like that stuff. I was I tried to do some, and I ended up hitting a snag with my channel and stuff, and I got to go back and redo some. But I love
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like going back through old stuff that means something to you, and then kind of breaking it down as to what do you like about it, or what do you not like about it too. Like what holds up, what doesn't over time. There's a lot of people that haven't seen these things, haven't read these books, don't know the history and stuff.
Mhm.
And so being able to have something on YouTube where maybe people who are just getting into the hobby or the business can kind of look back and go, oh, okay, that's how you learn. So I like it.
Yeah, I started doing it just on a whim because I'd seen some other people doing some channels where they're just books and they talk about story or whatnot. And I was like, I don't really want to talk about story because I'm not a writer. I got my
And you
thought
can't
process,
read.
and I can't read. So, but this kind of the idea was like, for one, a lot of those books I haven't read in a while. So just looking at them again was kind of a nice nostalgia trip of going back and checking them out. So like that was pretty much one of the reasons why I started doing it, and it's awesome because like I'll get excited just doing them. Shit, what's going on here? I'll get excited just doing them because like I'll remember exactly how I felt when I was reading those comics in the first place.
Oh yeah,
But I appreciate
reading
them out.
Reading comics is like a time machine. It's like music. Like you remember where you were when you read those books, and like you said, how you felt when you read them, the excitement or the dislike or the whatever was happening. When you go back and reread that stuff, it's awesome, and it is cool to go back. I found like I've just like you, I've gone back and looked at like those early Spawn issues or any of the early like Image stuff, that first year of Image stuff. Super inspiring.
Absolutely.
Or like we're all kind of we're all indie guys here. You want to go back and be inspired. Go back and look at old like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle books, or right any of that like underground black and white stuff from the 80s. Oh my gosh, super inspiring to get you back to the table and being like, now's the time we can all do that again.
Yeah, stuff that looks like it was made on a copy machine and like stapled together.
Right,
The homemade comics. Yeah.
I was looking at some of that. I have this big hardcover
John, if you want to
book.
come in here, let us know. We'll throw you
Malin's here.
The Ninja Turtle. It's called the Autobiography. But like I was looking at that the other day, and I was like, man, I really want to do a black and white duo shade project. Like that would be awesome.
Yeah, the Zipatone. Or not Zipatone, or actually like grayscale. What it looks.
It's duo shade. So for anybody who doesn't know, there's two ways that they used to do that gray patterning. So Zipatone, Zipatone is like a sticker almost, right? It's got dot pattern,
right?
In various dot and cross patterns, and you have to cut it out and stick it in the shape where you want it. Duo shade was a paper that was chemically treated, and it would have the patterns and stuff already on it, and you would activate it with various chemicals to then show the pattern. So you could do all your line work, all your inking, and then go in with a brush.
Sean, you want to shoot John the link?
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, they don't sell the stuff anymore, so you'd have to do it digitally now. But
it was still cheaper than color, though, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Honestly, Gary, I'd love to do just like a black and white, with some ink wash kind of tones, maybe like red to kind of make something pop. I've been reading the Wolverine black and white, which has been really, same like the Batman black and white that are coming out with. For the most part, really cool. It's just watching the different art styles and telling the story in black and white. There's just something real special about that.
I like it. It really does. Black and white art. it takes away your safety net, right? A lot can be fixed or hidden in color.
Yeah.
There's, it's pure. When it's black and white, it's your lines and that's it. There's, yeah, you can grayscale or, wash some stuff, but still usually the line work really stands out still, and there's no hiding. If your line work is good, it shows. If your line work is not good, it shows. But it is really, really fun to do.
Hey,
Clarity is the toughest thing with that. Like making everything read the way it needs to read.
Right.
Joe, I sent John the link. Just keep an eye open.
Hey, Jerry, I don't mean to sound like too much of a hipster, but my first black and white book was actually Love and Rockets.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Nice. Before everything looked like Love and Rockets.
Right.
Yeah, before everything looked like that. Yeah.
Hey, I go back to Elf Quest.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yep.
Was that black and white at one point though?
The originals, yeah. The color, the covers were color, but all the original pages were black and white.
Robert Smith.
Papa John.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Oh man,
Good evening.
what's going on? It is
Not
a
much.
pleasure.
There he is.
I'm showing off my Bob Evans hat today.
Yeah, there you go.
Down on the farm.
There it is.
That's awesome.
They got some good baked beans.
Man, I went there this morning. I was so disappointed. I got biscuits and gravy. I'm a man that loves his biscuits and gravy.
Mm-hmm.
And I said this joke earlier, but it's funny because it's true. Look, I don't mean to sound racist, but when I get gravy on my biscuits, I don't like my gravy to be brown. I like it to be white. And I had the brownest gravy. I was like, what the crap, man? And it tasted disgusting. Like, I haven't had gravy that bad since my wife tried substitute. She tried doing this on the download too. And that gravy came out brown as well. But she tried switching out, what is it? I don't know, because I don't cook. And she switched out like the milk with like, almond milk.
Almond milk.
Christ. Yeah, at first I was like, I could tolerate it, but I had so much. It like by about the halfway through the plate, I was like, this is tasting like a dirty washcloth. I was like, no. That's what I felt like I got today. I'm like, are they switching out with the fucking almond milk? But yeah, man, that gravy was ruined. And it was like a cheat for me too, because I'm supposed to stay away from bread products and stuff, and these are biscuits and gravy. But I'm just like today I'm gonna cheat, and I'm going to just enjoy this plate of good old fashioned biscuits and gravy.
That'll teach you.
So fucking disappointed. Yeah, I learned my lesson.
And by the way, anybody in the chat that's new to checking out this show, please give us a subscription. If you like it, you like this channel, you like the beautiful faces that we put on here, hit subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, hit the like button, and share with your friends and family. And I'm back to join.
Emperor J. Bama fan heard this already. He said the gravy story again. Like, yeah.
You know what? There's always somebody that hasn't heard it. So
that's right. That's the point. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, it's a news story for now, but I probably won't tell it.
Hey, it's my first time hearing it.
2 months from now, I promise to retire it. Okay.
2 months.
Yeah, you gotta get the tales out there, man. That's Jack Show material. I mean, we that's a whole other week away. So
I thought it was entertaining.
did I tell you about the time I pooped my pants?
Are we going there?
Yes. Do it again.
See, that story is old. That's like a 2-3-year-old story now, and people still want to hear it. See, a good story is a good story, guys.
That is true.
I agree. Yes.
Shadowhawk said I'm the new Cecil.
John's trying to raise your ratings, Joe.
Hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah, everyone share this out on your social media. Let people know what's up, man.
I just
Yeah, we're talking
throwing an
about-
update.
I say if we're talking about shit in our pants, mostly I've done it before, but it's kind of
Mhm.
drugs were involved. So
Mm.
You guys ever shit in the park and have to use like leaves?
No.
That's
No.
No.
That's happened.
I don't think I've done that one.
You know, a boy can dream though.
You know, Jersey
Still-
living.
You're still a young man. Anything
Yeah.
could happen.
You know
Hey,
what,
I-
man? I tell you, like ever since I got out of the hospital, like my body's just been like 100% better. But before that, I mean, my entire life, pretty much since that time when I pooped my pants, like me, my brother, my sister, we all have the same problem. I don't know if it's irritable bowel syndrome or something like that, but sometimes we
What's up,
eat
Corey?
something and snap of the finger, like we gotta go. You know, like make way. This is happening. Do or die. And
Have you had your gallbladder out?
No, I've never had any
That'll do
major
it.
surgery.
That'll do
Interesting.
it.
Yeah. But I've always avoided any kind of like crazy, shit stories, except for the time that I shit my pants when I was a young child. And yeah, my sister though, she had some fucking like adult level shitting her pants stories. I'm like, what? She's funny though, dude. Like she's like just completely open. Like she talks about shitting her. She let her her son had just gotten a car, and he was driving her around, and she had to go. And he's like, "Really, mom?" And she's like, "Pull over." I guess she shit her pants in his car, and then in a cornfield or something like that. I'm like, holy shit, man.
No, that is awesome.
Yeah. It's funny that my
One
sister
time-
is so open about stories like this. Yeah, let me tell you a shit my pants story.
I was just gonna say the funny stories, and I think that's why people are usually open to it. Like there was this one time when I was a kid, and I had a horrible stomach ache. We were on a camping trip, and we had our parents took us to this like trail you could walk. I can't remember where we were at Yankee Springs in Michigan. John, I'm sure you probably know where that's at.
What is it?
Campground of Yankee Springs by Gun Lake.
No, I don't.
That was a nice camping ground back then. I don't know. It still might be around. I've been there for a long time, but they took us on this trip, and we walked like this nature trail. It was really cool. But it was like a mile long, And I'm like 8, 9 years old or something like that. But horrible stomach.
Might as well be, from one end of the country to the next.
And I remember telling my mom, I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. She's like, oh, honey, don't worry. Like when we get to the end of the trail, there should be a bathroom there.
Yeah, she wasn't
course there
respecting you.
Yeah. There wasn't a bathroom when I got to the end of the trail.
What, you think I'm lying, Mom? No, I got to go.
Yeah. So now I had to hold it all the way back, and I didn't make it. Actually, I take this back. I made it to about 100 feet before the bathroom at the end, at the start of the trail, and I just lost. I doubled over in pain, and boom, I let it go. Down my pants, down my leg, everything. I ended up throwing my pants away.
Man.
Well, actually, I threw my underwear away. Shoved a bunch of toilet paper in my pants. My parents made me sit in the very, very back of the van with the windows open because I stunk so bad. And my dad actually took me to the water fountain.
Shaming you.
Splash a ton
Yeah,
of,
you
and that was
embarrassed
shame, straight shame. Yep.
They wouldn't even look you in the eye.
I was the ugly child just stuck in the back of the van, windows open. Oh man, that's
Smelled like
a short
shit.
story. That's a very
funny.
short story. I'll give you a long detail.
K Manifesto was telling me to check for Crohn's disease. He's really concerned about me. No, the point of my the point of that actually was that before I went to the hospital and I made myself better through power of the will, my stomach's been great. I wondered if something in the foods. Maybe it was, I don't know what it could have been. Sugar, maybe. I don't know, because my sister, my brother, they're both the same way. And they'll eat something, and it's not all the time, but it's a lot of times. And like, you got to go. But ever since I got out of the hospital and I cut sugar out, and mostly breads and all that stuff, like I've actually been pretty good, man. Pretty solid. I'm a solid.
Sugar can
pooper
definitely do that.
So
Nothing
anyways,
like having a solid poop.
Corey hasn't heard my Voltron story, so I'll give my
There we go.
Voltron story real quick since Joe just gave his. So I was a kid. I was maybe in like 4th grade or something like that. We lived out in the country. Was over at my neighbor's house, and we were playing basketball in his driveway. and I had to go to the bathroom. So I ran in the house to go to the bathroom, and his mom was like, "Just a minute," and it was not a minute. And so I had to run down to the basement, and they had a toilet in like their utility room. It wasn't really like a bathroom. It was like the utility room that had a toilet. So as I'm running down into the basement, I can't hold it anymore. So I'm pulling down my pants, trying to get to the toilet, and I'm leaving shit on their I think it was concrete floor, and it's over the bowl, in my pants, and finally in the toilet. So it was funny because the door, because again, it's just like a utility room. The door wasn't even closed. I didn't like get to close the door and lock it. There was just like a beam of light from daylight, shining in through this door. Otherwise, it was like a pitch black room. And my buddy, I don't know, his younger brother must have saw me running. I don't know. And he's like, "Hey man, you all right?" And I noticed that just in that narrow beam of light, it's like you guys ever read that Poe story, The Vulture's Eye? Or Telltale Heart. Is it Telltale Heart? Yeah, Telltale Heart. No, that's the one with the
old
heart
man
in the cupboard. The old man with the vulture's eye. Yeah, that one. That's what it was like. There was my poop on the floor staring back at me in this this one single beam of light. And I remember just trying to maneuver my leg to get my leg shadow to cover. I must have looked completely awkward. But I'm like, "Oh no, I'm cool, man." But I panicked. What I should have done was, yeah, I'm cool. Let the dude walk out, and then I should have just cleaned up after myself. I could have got away with it if I was smarter. But I was like 3rd or 4th grade, completely fucking panicked. Finished my business, pulled up my shitty pants, left their house, walked right across their driveway where everybody was still playing basketball. I got shit in my pants, and I'm just going right by them. And I think it was my older brother. He goes, "John, where are you going?" I'm like, "I got to go see if Voltron's on." I just took off.
No,
I can't believe I ever let you stay at my house.
Yeah. No, yeah. No, just be glad you didn't. Yeah, be glad you don't have a basement. It's my go-to move. If you guys have got a basement, don't let me in that thing. Especially if I find out there's a makeshift toilet in there somewhere.
Hey, so Corey Barton says he's only 2 guys sketching. He's like, "This is a sketch show?" He thinks we're all trying to pull a John Malin and then show it off at the end. Hold on a second. I'll bring you all up here. Yeah.
Is anybody else hearing that mic really bad?
Who,
I am. Yeah, I hear it.
Okay. Yeah,
it's coming in and out. Yeah.
Someone said I left a rocky road.
That's coming.
So is it all you hoped it would be,
That's
Joe?
really Superman milking the cow.
There you go. Oh, look at that. Adorable.
I might put a milk mustache on him. I don't know.
All right, Mike.
Slick
There
Rick.
we go.
Oh, there you go.
All right. You got a
Is that Reaper?
Yep.
Slick Rick in chat says Malin used to keep the Voltron story behind a super chat paywall. Now he injects it into every conversation he can. No. I feel like with small channel needs a good story like that to boost it up. But it's true, yeah. You normally like in the past, I'm like, all right, guys, you got a super chat like $20 to hear the Voltron story. It works too. Someone gets around to super chat $20. Guys, if you appreciated the Voltron story, please send a super chat to this channel.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be $20. Send a $5 and say hello.
Is that your code around the house now, John? Like,
But we have
when
PayPal.
I have to go see Voltron.
Voltron, honey. Voltron. Honey, I think we need to go home and see if Voltron is on. That would be an embarrassing dinner.
I'm gonna be busy for about 20-30 minutes. I'm checking on Voltron. Let's see.
Yeah.
Don't come in.
I can't believe you shit your pants at that dinner, John. Yeah, me neither. But I did it. No.
Hey, we've all been there.
I've had some close calls, but never to the point of shitting my pants again.
You learned your lesson.
Yeah. Shadowhawk says he owes me a couple hundy. All right, there you go, man. Support this channel.
Now we need to get Anna in here to talk about zit popping, and you'll really get some high rating.
Oh God.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That happens, I'm out. Fuck that.
No,
Yeah, I was just
people
about to say, I don't know
freaky
if I'm.
What, the zip
Oh,
popping
I'm down
isn't
with
the
that.
worst of it, man. It's the fucking teeth gouging, the you know what affected me the most was like all that stuff is fine and dandy, but the one thing that actually I think kind of left a little mental scar on me was those bot flies.
Ugh.
And
Yeah,
there was like a dog and it had its rib cage kind of infested, maybe rib cage, stomach area infested with bot flies. And what the vet or the medical technician was doing is they just put their hand on the dog and kind of put pressure and pushed, like giving it like a hard, like a firm pet. And these bot flies, big nasty bot flies, almost like honeycombed right out of the ribs. And I was just like, oh my God. That's
Yeah,
so
pretty-
disgusting. I gotta put it in Project Thunder. Oh,
Spoilers.
seriously though, like that fucking affected me. Like it might actually go in Project Thunder, but well, not that specifically, but an idea along the lines. But like, I don't know if you guys have Zillow. If you ever checked out Zillow, it's that like kind of home application. But what it does is so like, you know, it'll show the state of Michigan as like a mitt. And then it'll, wherever there's a house for sale or land for sale, whatever, it'll put a red dot. And whenever there's like a high concentration of these red circles, I get flashbacks to that fucking bot fly video. And it fucking disgusts me. I'm like, damn you, Zillow. Yeah, so that I have to say that actually left a little mental scar. I'd watch it again probably, but you know, I understand
flies are
people
nasty.
are, yeah, just coming out of that dog. The amount of them and the close approximation, like a honeycomb.
Ugh.
And then just these big gaping holes, man. Just these things aren't like small guys. These bot flies are fucking like fat caterpillars popping out. Parasites.
Yeah, John's trying to get us to throw up.
I was just gonna say, yeah, that's just nasty.
We're gonna see Jerry working, and you see a big pool of vomit just drop on the page.
Are you guys doing any kind of theme for your draw night, or what are you guys doing?
Just like a random commission that I post to the guy. It's a box thing.
I took a request from one of the people in the chat.
Show it
Yeah.
again. Box art.
Nice.
Yeah, it's one of those.
We got here on Bird.
Which
Elliott
one is that? Is that Boba or? Oh no, that's Boba, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Slave 9 or whatever that is.
Yeah. Ooh.
I'll pull up what Murf's working on here. There you go.
Oh, who's this?
Oh, nice.
That's Professor Murf. Looking good, man.
Oh, from War Party, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Working hard. Yeah, my only theme is getting my book done right now because I've got a lot of drawing to do. I can't afford to draw anything else at this point.
Yeah, I'm kind
Hey,
of
Hero
debating.
Burger,
if
if
I'm
you
gonna
want to,
show
just go
it.
ahead and say if there's comments you want to throw them in there. Don't worry about talking over us. Just
Oh,
go
I
do it.
see. Color commentary. Sure, yeah. Well, if somebody's talking about, have you ever sneezed? Emperor J. Bama fan says, have you ever sneezed a sneeze fart shit combo? You call it a snart.
I have not. I wish I
No.
could. Though. I think
Yeah, I
that would
don't
be-
think
I
I
saw my
have,
brother
but
do that
I don't
once.
know if there were underwear checks. Probably sometime in my life there might have been one of those because it seems like it had to have happened somewhere, right?
Our brother did that once when he was younger. That was funny.
What about when you're getting fellatio? Just so
Oh, man.
relaxed. And you just fucking.
That's what the werewolf's doing to this guy right now.
Sometimes you just can't.
Tell
avoid
me the
that.
Voltron story.
Oh man, that looks awesome, Murph. That is sick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
so good.
The next panel, he completely gives him a jaw removal. an upper mandible, or I guess you call it upper mandible.
Yeah, why isn't Corey Barton in here? He's usually drawing. Corey, why aren't you doing
Corey, you
streams
wanna come
anymore?
in?
What's wrong with you? Did Corey get broken?
I don't know. We were trying to get Corey on the show a while back, weren't we, Sean? Everywhere.
Corey's here.
Well, I think
Corey,
I was
if you wanna
supposed to
come
reach
in.
out to Clayton like months ago, but I dropped the ball to cunt.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Somebody throw Corey a link.
Yeah, I was gonna say, somebody throw him a link. Let's come
Yeah,
in. We
give
got,
me a sec.
Yeah, Corey was on a run.
we got a couple spots open.
He said, yeah, I swear I'm avoiding another Malin flatting lesson.
Richard B.
Look, all I'm saying, Corey, is flatting a single page should not take 15 hours. That's all I'm saying.
It does seem a little long.
I don't think I could send him the link because there's no way for me to slip into his DMs.
What?
Sounds
Oh,
sexual to me.
is he private?
Oh, he
Okay,
doesn't
I'll
follow
send
me,
him.
that's why.
I'll send him
He
the
can
link.
stay off.
I got him in my DMs, I think. Let's see. Yeah, right there. Go, Corey.
There you go. Corey Barton.
There we go. Corey, check your DMs. I slid up in them.
I like it.
Yeah, Corey's a good guy. He's Australian. Try not to hold that against him.
That's
Try
why they
not
filmed
to.
The Lord of the Rings, right?
No, that was
No.
New Zealand.
That's what they hate too. Is like everyone thinks Lord of the Rings was filmed in Australia. They wish it was. It wasn't.
Right.
New Zealand.
And it's a real sore spot for them.
Well, it's like Staten Island and like Long Island.
Because everyone's like, "Oh my God, Australia! It's so beautiful." I didn't know how beautiful it was until I saw Lord of the Rings, and every Australian's like, "These motherfuckers," because they live in basically a desert. It's one giant toilet bowl. They live on the rim of this island. Nothing in the middle but shit.
Hey, they got Crocodile Dundee. Isn't that enough?
Yeah,
What do
that's
they got?
their ambassador, right?
So they got Crocodile Dundee. Isn't that enough?
Yeah.
No, it's not enough. But every American judges or all the Australian accents Americans put on, it's straight from Crocodile Dundee.
That is true.
That's all we know about Australia.
Boston.
We know.
They hate their exports too. They hate what they are known for. They hate that Crocodile Dundee is the most popular Australian film to ever grace American theaters. They hate Foster's because everybody knows it. They want people to know about fucking, I don't know, not even Vegemite. I think they have a shame on Vegemite because it was included in a song.
They probably hate boomerangs too.
Men at work. Men at work, yep.
They hate Captain Boomerang.
Yeah, but does Foster's actually mean beer in Australian?
Yeah, it's a literal translation.
Australian. Yeah.
No, it's just a brand. It's just a brand, and they hate that.
I don't even think it's made in Australia anymore, is it?
I don't know. I don't keep up on Aussie news.
I think it's one of those where I think it was purchased by one of the big companies or something like that.
Let's ask Corey. He should know everything Australian. Corey, is Foster's made in Australia?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's made in Australia.
Okay, there you go.
I've never tried it.
You love it. Just
Bankrupt
I
version
love
of it.
Foster's. He'll lose all his Aussie credit if he says it. You can't say it. I tell you, Australia is the weirdest country. They don't take any pride in any export. They hate it.
So, do you guys get koalas as pets, like how we would get like?
No, they
hamsters
say
and
they
gerbils?
stink. Filthy animal.
Now hang on. They took credit for Olivia Newton-John. Nobody's ashamed of her.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
They like their celebrities. That's about it. They like their celebrities. They keep trying to claim Mel Gibson. I'm like, sorry, man, that doesn't work. He's an American, born in the United States.
I keep forgetting that.
Raised.
They got Yahoo Serious, right? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the stance on Yahoo Serious, Corey? How do you guys feel about that?
Dude, what is Yahoo serious?
Oh, fuck.
Young Einstein.
See, look,
You've never
it's like
seen Young
Foster.
Einstein?
What's Foster? I had never heard of Foster. This is how they are. This is how they act. They're ashamed.
Well, now we know the game.
Yeah. They try sneaking into the States as country musicians, just like Shania Twain. She did the same thing.
What about
Canadian.
Road Warrior?
She's a Canadian.
What about Road Warrior, Corey?
Oh
Road
wait,
Warrior.
Mad Max was Australian.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
love their
Yeah.
celebrities. I'm telling you guys. Yeah.
Fury Road was a good
Mad
movie.
Yeah. I mean, Fury Road wasn't even filmed in Australia, though.
No.
God save the
Look
Queen.
at that. Look at that hot take. I was unaware of that.
Yeah.
It all looked like Australia to me.
No,
What's down?
it looks like.
See ya.
It's dawn.
Yeah, for those of you in the chat that are wondering why there's only a handful of us drawing, that's because we started out with a couple of guys drawing, and we just invited people in. So it is sketching stuff, but it's also stuff. So talking stuff.
I'm just a hanger-on.
You're just carrying the show. That's why we wanted to come
Yeah,
in. You know, 'cause,
I'm just trying to get some of these guys' shine on me.
Hey, shooting the shit. More ways than one.
No one
Writing
has
stream
writing
shows.
streams. Yeah, writers are great at writing and they're terrible at speaking.
Hey, Rob tries to stream. Rob the Replicator.
No, look, when Comicsgate was first starting out, a lot of people that I was getting in conversations with, that's what they were saying. They're like, what do you want to do for content? And it's like, I want to do a draw stream. I'm like, those are death. I'm like, the only reason Drawn and Quartered is fun is because it's more of a trash talking competition than just some kind of draw stream. It's like, look at fucking, what is that? Drunk drawing, fucking drink and draw. Yeah, that Panosian guy. He brings in fucking Bendis and Quesada and like the whole fucking this higher echelon of Marvel Comics, and like it gets like 30 views. I don't know what it gets now, but it was ridiculous. But yeah, no, drawing streams in general are death, unless you got someone who's really got the gift of gab and shit talk. And that's not me. Not when I'm drawing, because I zero in on the art, and I usually save the shit talk for like the last 30 minutes leading up to voting. That's the best time to really start going in on people.
My drawing streams are good. Sometimes.
Yeah. When I'm on there, Corey.
I thought Drawn and Quarterly was made to show that you're a winner and that you beat Mike all the time.
Well, yeah, I mean that's the default of the program. Yeah.
John Malin is the John Malin of various things.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
John's like the new Chuck Norris.
Right. Oh, but yeah, writing streams. Like, if you think drawing streams are bad, writing streams are the fucking worst. So,
Has anyone attempted
don't
that?
tend to want to talk about story. I'm not saying that you can't be the exception to the rule. Anyone out there, you think you got that magic voice, that magic touch? By all means, rock and roll and do it. There will always be an exception to the rule, but in general, they're boring. People don't really care about you talking.
What they got to say.
Unless that character development is boobs, right?
Ass too.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone perks up, right?
I mean, yeah.
How to draw
Boobs are where
bird
it's at.
stream would get heaps of hits.
Yeah, but
Hey, I have a question.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
When is the appropriate time to tell a child that Santa Claus isn't real, but the
Oh my
child is
God.
not yours?
Oh
the
my god,
child is not yours. Okay.
that's a heated debate. Look, I think I'd rather debate abortion than that issue.
I would just never
not my
tell
body.
them.
No,
They'll find it
look,
out by themselves.
Exactly.
let them find out.
That's it.
Look,
Their
here's the
friends
problem.
at school are going to tell them. Their cousin, somebody's going to tell them.
Somebody's
So-
going to.
Look,
So you just, yeah.
I could make the argument that people telling Santa Claus, I understand it's fun. I understand, I had fun with Santa Claus, but to find out he wasn't real was like someone had died. And
that death, the trust in my parents to ever tell me the truth ever again. So I'm under, like, was it worth it?
Dude, I never knew that Santa was real.
And then our kids will never trust us the entirety of their lives.
Yeah, my parents never let me think he was real. I always knew that he was just a fun thing. Christmas tradition.
Joe, can you bring up my screen? I got some character development for John.
Absolutely. Oh,
nice.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, hey, look at that. Back boots. Oh, and side boots.
Nice.
Some nice character development for you, John.
There you go.
Oh,
Taking a bath.
Man, see, I would have made that like the cover right there.
I've done that before.
See, I already backed this book, but now I'm definitely looking forward to reading it. Shit.
Yeah, that was great.
That kind
Thanks,
of
man.
come on.
She's my main character.
Is there more
Someone's-
panels in the book like that?
There's lots of panels in the book like that.
Emperor J. Thomas says someone's mic is too high. Narrow that down for us. Is it me? I'm the only one talking right now.
There's
Yeah,
a
it's
static
clipping
clip
a little
with-
bit when you talk, Joe. Has it been clipping when I've been talking? I haven't seen any lights coming up here.
No, it's just so far as I think it's just Joe.
Yeah, I'm a little close to the mic.
I was like, is that better?
No.
No,
Joe, you're
so I
fucking
can stay
everything
here.
up.
I'm fucking everything up. Hold on a second. Why did somebody say that
It's not
earlier?
that loud.
They don't shoot to the hip, from the hip with you like I do.
I mean, this is a
fucking up. It's
kind of a terrible drawing stream. The drawings are like in small squares where you can barely see it anyway.
What do you think of that, Corey?
Nice.
Tell me I'm awesome.
Drawings.
You could lie.
Drawings.
Mike's is like way too blurry to make out,
Yeah.
Don't worry, Mike.
Mike's like a 1998 Nokia phone.
but I'm sure it's really good.
Still working on it.
So let's get back to
Look at
abortion.
Sean.
What's
Sean's
up,
got
son?
the best gear out of everyone. Look at this well-lit room. He's lit really nice.
Yeah.
His drawings are clear. His mic is clear.
I
I learned from the best.
Type 1 2021.
Hell yeah.
My diabetic brother.
Yeah, I'm
It's
happy.
gonna be fun.
I was not prepared. You know.
Oh,
Joe, you should just go.
Joe, that was terrible. Yeah, your mic. Yeah.
I bet
I think
that
we made out half of a word that you just said. Oh, he did leave.
All right, now we
Sorry,
got a good
Joe,
time.
come back. Joe,
that
come
dick's
back.
gone.
I bet
Alright.
that Mike's is probably like the best drawing out of everyone's, but his camera is too blurry to show it off.
Yeah, you got to have the right gear, guys. Corey, we got you here. You might as well fill in for Joe. Keep the show alive.
Okay.
How's
Well,
Kozo
I
going?
can't show anything.
In the house,
Pick yourself.
Sovereign Wolf.
I'm working on a cover commission at the moment, which is pretty good.
Oh, can you show it? Is it
Probably-
on paper or digital? Oh, digital, right?
I
That's why-
probably can't show it. Or I don't know.
We're
Enough
a
the guy
small
wants it
channel,
just to be a
nobody
surprise. And
Oh,
watches us.
yeah. If you don't have permission, don't show it.
yeah.
That's the general rule of thumb that everybody seems to want to break. And it's like, let me just show you all this stuff that somebody's paying for, presumably to reveal at some point in time.
Yeah.
Let me just show you guys everything I'm doing before he gets that chance to fucking reveal it. I'm a stickler for reveals, man. Like, I feel you have you only have a narrow window of excitement once you reveal something. Unless maybe
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
true.
fucking like Jim Lee every fucking time, doing real fire. But like, you show something too soon, and then by the time you're ready to start making money on it, people are like, "What's new?"
Yeah,
Got
exactly.
any new art? We've already seen this in bits and pieces on so and so's Twitter for the last, month, and it's like, yeah.
Yeah. And it's the worst when they show it off like half done. So that's like
Mm-hmm.
when they first see it.
Yeah, and that's the thing too is
So
I
that's
like to have the paint on the car when I show it. Like I want to look good. I don't want to like this stripped down. Imagine it in color. Joe's back. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Poor Joe. Oh, Murf got demoted.
Oh,
Bottom right.
wait. So does this make Mike Alice?
Oh, is Alice center square?
The Brady Bunch.
Oh, yeah. Was she center square? No, she wasn't. Wasn't she? Maybe she was. I don't know.
I think the logo was.
Alice was center square on the
Was
Brady
Alice-
Bunch, and Paul Lind was center square on Hollywood Squares.
Mm.
Looks like Murph's icon is just glaring at me. It's kind of scary.
Yeah, Murf. Mean mugging. Corey.
That's how I look at my students. When they say they don't have their assignments done, they give me all sorts of excuses.
Mike, don't be mad. Oh wait, never mind. I was about to say I was Marsha, but now Jerry's Marsha. Nobody wants to be that twat.
Poor Trail says, "I love your 300 background, John." Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
That's my son, John.
I like the movie.
John, that's my son. He's 12.
Oh, Poor Trails?
Yeah, that's my kid. He's in his
He's only
bedroom.
12? Well, shit, we got to clean this
I'll
up.
refrain from the cursing as best I can.
I hope he
It's
didn't hear
okay.
my shit story. It's
He
bad.
watches li- he
It's all right.
watches
Maybe
lots
he'll
of
feel
movies.
better. Look, your kid may have a story. Look, man, you'll get past that. So, anyways, after that incident, right? So I these were my friends. So eventually, I went back to the house, and the dad met me at the door, and he's like, "John, if you had, if you would have let us know you had a problem, we could have." And when he was talking to me, I was thinking, I'm like, the only problem I had was your wife wouldn't get out of the bathroom. But yeah, I thought that shame was going to haunt me because again, this is like 3rd or 4th grade or something like that, and thankfully, my good friends moved. I was like, if school comes back in session, I'm doomed. Everyone's gonna know. I shit all over his floor. Yeah, so then they moved, and I was like, oh, thank you. There'll
They
never
moved
be
because of you?
There'll never be an internet to expose me one day.
That's it. They were like, this basement is ruined. We have to move now. It's been soiled. We tried an exorcism. We tried. Nothing was good.
Yeah, that's a territorial thing. That's probably what the dad thought. He's like, he's trying to that boy's trying to get one on me. We're getting out of here.
There's a guy. Well, somebody posted on Rob's fan page a piece of art from Youngblood you did, and somebody commented that they grew up with you, and that they used to play games with you.
Oh, Jordy O. I only know this because Dan sent me like, hey, I didn't know that you knew Jordy O. And I'm like, huh? I'm like, oh, Jordy. Yeah. So when I moved out to California, I was staying in a house with like 5 other people. It was like friends. And Jordy was, he was related to the neighbors, and like his brother Dan was over there all the time. I think Dan might have been living at that house. It was their cousins, and so Jordy, I believe, would come over and play with my roommates, which were always playing like Mario Kart. Like that's just what I remember being on there on the They were gamers. I didn't play Mario Kart. I don't remember playing it. But yeah, Jordy was, he was quiet. He was a pot smoker, and he was around, and I think he was a tattoo apprentice at the time. And this is like way back in early 2000, like probably around 2003, something like that. But I eventually moved out of that house, and I got an apartment, and his brother Dan still lived with me. So Dan and who else did I have out there? I had a buddy, Shane. I want to say Davis. It wasn't Shane Davis. Shane Peters was out there.
Yeah.
And my buddy Dan and my wife. And, Dan was a really good friend of ours. So the whole time we were out there. But, yeah, his brother is Jordy O., who Dan Fraga knows as his tattoo artist.
Oh, word.
So, well, he's done at least one. He pointed one out on stream. So,
Cool.
yeah, no, Jordy is a good guy. I think one time we were hacky sacking, and then we drove around and just smoked weed.
All right.
That may be the most California sentence I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. Look, man, I hacky sacked back in Michigan long before I lived in California. And I was like, look, I'm going to go out to California, man. This is like
Get a practice.
No, it's like the home of hacky sack. I'm not going to be able to hacky sack out there. These guys are going to expose me as the hacky sack fraud I am.
Hacky sack hack.
Yeah, the hacky sack hack. Right. They're going to laugh.
How a hack.
No, that's not what happened at all. I went out there with all these like anarchists that hung out at this coffee shop and hacky sack, man, and I dominated them completely, totally. Like I was embarrassed for them.
Nice.
And I'm not that good.
Since we shitted on Australia, how about Canada next?
Yeah, let's talk about these Canadians.
Yeah,
Hey, why does everyone got to shit on Australia? I mean, come on.
We're just jealous because you guys got beautiful beaches and koalas.
And
I'm
women.
not jealous.
The beaches aren't that great, man.
They have what is it, box jellyfish? I think it is, like these little jellyfish like all over their oceans, and all they gotta do is touch you and you're screwed.
Yeah. I said the beaches aren't that great, okay?
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Great white shark.
Sharks, yeah.
All
Back
the
to Joe.
shit. Yeah, it's like the North Korean border for great whites.
Australia's great for staying inside.
Yeah, if you're
Really?
on land or in the AC, yeah, that's where it's gonna be great. Otherwise, it's desert territory. The shrubbery is all thorned.
Hey, it's not complete desert. Come on.
Do you guys get peyote? Like, can you grow that in your area?
Nah, I don't know what that is.
There's Tasmanian devil.
You are missing out, my friend.
Peyote is? I think we do.
There's thylacines.
No, look, everyone in Australia, they all live on the border. It's like they're trying to escape. They're all trying to get away from Australia, but there's an ocean there stopping them. So on a subconscious level, look, I mean, that says it all about that place.
Well, there's nothing in the middle but like desert, so
Right.
And
you guys
I
got
mean,
Mexico.
probably where you can hide bodies and stuff right in the middle of Australia.
Oh, I guarantee it. I'd have so many bodies hidden there. It wouldn't be fun.
My wife and I always joke that there's nothing in Australia that's not poisonous, apparently. But like even like platypus have
People
like
over-exaggerate.
The platypus
right, like
claw,
poison.
Yeah. And deadly kangaroos kick you in the chest.
Oh, I hear the kangaroos are even poisonous.
Yeah, just don't try boxing the freaking kangaroo, man.
Yeah. They have a small amount of poison on the tip of their claw.
Yeah. If your dog gets into a fight with the kangaroo, the dog deserved it. I wouldn't try saving a dog.
The kangaroo.
Yeah.
What about that guy who went up and punched that kangaroo for messing with their dog? That wouldn't be you, Corey?
Fuck that.
That was like the greatest video of the dude.
That was classic.
Boxes with a kangaroo to
Yeah.
save his dog.
It's crazy.
Yeah, kangaroos, like, they want to choke things out. I think that's what it did to the dog. They want to strangulate your animals.
I was watching like some meme video last night of two kangaroos like boxing. They're just jacked, like muscly and shit.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mess with them.
yeah, they're like gorillas. They're like little gorillas. They got tiny little arms, but like their pecs and deltoids are like happening, man.
Right, you ever seen it? Right, they lean back on their tail and then kick and just crush stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think the koalas have like huge claws and shit as well, so they look cuddly, but they're really nuts.
Do you warn any tourists about drop bears?
No.
Wait, what's a drop bear? I've heard this term before. Some kind of joke thing, or is it a gamer thing?
I don't even know what it was. I didn't know what hoop snakes was for a while until Robin that told me.
Wait, what's a drop bear? Who said that?
Drop bears. Drop bears. It's a joke. It's a thing that they tell tourists. You know, watch out for the drop bears. They'll land on your head. They're vicious. They're all this stuff, and then they just mess with them. But it sounds believable. I mean, based on everything else there, it's as likely as any other option.
Look, we got Clayton in the stream now. Clayton, come in here.
Yeah.
We can
Yeah,
have.
I can send that part in the link.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
This is a full house. This is Clayton's such a nice guy. I heard some nice guy on TV the other day, and it made me think of Clayton. I'm like, that's like the American version of Clayton. He just sounds like he cares.
Clayton cares.
Mm-hmm. He should go by Clay, though.
Oh, look, he gave the description of the drop bear for you, Malin.
Oh, did he? Okay. A drop bear is a savage koala that jumps down from trees onto your head and tears you to shreds. Oh, wow. Yeah, because koalas are some kind of bear, right? Yeah, koala bear, right? Yeah.
I actually listen to Clayton streams to fall asleep because he's got a really soothing voice.
Eddie says, John, why are you not drawing?
Eddie,
Because then the stream would be dead.
Clayton's the Bob Ross of Australia.
Yeah,
John's taking pity on us.
And once I start drawing, then I'm going to have to get
draw
competitive with everybody in here, and then I'm not making any friends. So that's the problem with my shtick is, I tend to.
You're a winner. Hey, you don't got to apologize to be a winner.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so yeah, Clayton's name. He should just go by Clay because it's so weird to say Clayton Barton, Clayton Barton.
Nah, I don't actually like Clay.
Gentlemen, it's Clayton Barton. Clayton Barton.
Clayton.
Yeah, it's Clay Barton. Like that's a name. That's someone that comes into a room and everybody says, "Shit, Clayton."
That's a man who can wear a hat.
Yeah, hell yeah. Give that guy a hat.
He gets that record screech when he walks in, right?
Yeah,
everybody.
You know, when I was doing construction and I was working with all the Mexicans, and they're having great conversations, and they're telling me about you go down to Mexico, and what you need to do is you need to have
a donkey show.
Like they're telling me basically how to be G'd out. Like you want to go down to Mexico and look like a baller. They're like, look, man, you need to have ostrich boots. I'm like, I can do that. I'm like, can I get spurs on them? And they're like, I don't know.
That's a stereotype.
Yeah, but I was really into it because they're like, and a sombrero, and I was like, yes, I can do a sombrero. But look, I'm thinking the big round hat. I'm like, in my mind, I'm seeing double doors, me pushing through them. I got spurs on my ostrich boots, and I got this big sombrero going on. And I was so disappointed when I found out that sombrero, in modern terms, only means your standard cowboy hat. And I was like, shit. 10,000 XO apparently is the proper. Like, you want to have a hat that makes people with cowboy hats like look twice, you need a 10,000 X hat, and I guess that's like the thread count or something like that. So yeah, if you guys ever want to ball down in Mexico, that's what you gotta do. 10,000 X hat.
Is that like a 10-gallon, 20-gallon?
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, and that's a weird name too, right? A 10-gallon hat. Like how much is that? How much water goes with that?
Yes.
So my aunt,
a gallon's pretty big. 1 gallon. I can imagine a 1 gallon hat, but a 10?
My aunt, she's like the Mexican Rachel Ray. And whenever like the Mexicans would come up, my aunt would call up, be like, Sean, I got the great news for you. I'm like, what up? We got the relatives coming up, and we want to take you to. They want you to take them to New York City. I'm like,
nice.
So I take them to the city, do the whole tour shit. I take them up to the top of the Empire State Building, and some Spanish people are like, "Is that Mama Chewy?" And I look, I'm like, "Yeah, my aunt." And they're like, "We have her autograph?" And I'm like, "I guess." Thinking back now, I should have charged them.
Wait, why did they want your aunt's autograph?
Because she's like my one cousin is a Mexican soap star, and his mother is like a cook, and she has restaurants, and she's kind of well known and all that.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's,
Nice.
You know, yeah. And I
Sean, I
asked
didn't
her.
know this about you. I didn't know you had celebrity in your family.
I'm very important. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man, what's this Murf guy's problem?
The,
Keeps staring at me.
The American pool boy on one
You'll
of
learn your lesson, Corey.
on a telenova, but they didn't get the joke.
You get a part in a telenovela.
Yeah, as the white pool boy.
Can you give a look? Can
Murf
you do
just went
can you do the soap opera look? The turning and looking. You're hired.
So, Sean, how's Uncle Eddie doing?
He's doing okay. I think he just got power back the other day.
Okay.
He grew out his beard, so now he looks like El Santa Claus. As I like to call him,
Nice.
or the most interesting Mexican in the world. So he's doing good. I'll tell him you sent your love.
Oh, absolutely. So, you guys don't know, Sean's got some family down in Houston, and they were part of that problem, all the problems this past week with the weather and how bad everything was, and that kind of stuff. And Uncle Eddie would come out every time we do a show in Houston. Uncle Eddie would come out, and Uncle Eddie is the man. Uncle Eddie's awesome, and everybody knows him is Uncle Eddie. Like, I'm not related to him, but as far as I'm concerned, he's Uncle Eddie.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad they're doing all right, man.
Yeah, he's doing good.
Yeah. All right, guys. I should probably get back to work, but it's good coming on.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
Hey, Corey.
Yeah, it's good to have
He's
you.
waiting
Pleasure
for,
meeting you.
wait for me to walk away, and then he's going to try to sneak out.
I gotta go, man. Rob's like hunting me down in the chat. I gotta do his cover, then I gotta get back to his stuff, and
You're
Anyway,
a superstar.
good
Not
coming on.
him. Remember
All
that.
right, Corey, have a good one.
Have a great one.
Look, Rick
Hey,
says,
Corey.
in modern day
He's a-
Spanish, sombrero means a pair of eyebrows.
What? What were these guys trying to tell me? That I should get 10,000 X eyebrows?
Better than a Colombian necktie.
Eyebrows. Conversations about eyebrows.
Hey guys, any ideas for any like Easter eggs or something? Because this is what I got so far. I'm thinking about putting like a farm or something, some building back here.
What the hell?
And if you take a look at that, art and stuff.
There you go. I like that.
But any ideas for anything else over here?
What's going on?
Oh, Lois milking a goat.
Lois milking the goat.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I was thinking more like signs and like names, or maybe I could put everybody's name on it.
Oh, well,
Maybe
you can
that.
do that. You can do that, I guess.
Superman
Lois
milking Lois.
Some about Smallville.
Yeah, right.
Smallville Farm something.
Oh, Joe, that's looking really good. Are
Smallville
you
Farm.
digital or traditional? What's going on there?
Smallville Farms.
Can anybody hear my
Smallville
mic? Am I still zero?
No, we hear you right now. Yeah.
I hear you now.
Good. I'm having so many problems. What did you say, John? What'd you ask?
Are you inking digital or traditional?
I'm inking traditionally as
Oh, okay,
well
yeah,
as
that's
I can do.
I like it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad I'm back. I missed the show. Like, I'm sitting here.
Yeah. Well, your mic
Like-
is still shit.
Son of a mother. Yo, it's gonna be my iPad.
Yeah, blame that.
We
That's
need
what I'm
to
playing.
get Bancroft in here for some technical assistance.
Yeah, I'm on the verge of maybe getting a non-Wacom drawing tablet because they're
Why
like
not?
they're expensive. Well, I use the Mobile Studio Pro, so it's an all-in-one computer drawing
Oh, yeah.
tablet. Great, it's great. Except that the screen has started to eject from the casing, which is apparently a Wacom Mobile Studio Pro problem because Kyung Lee had the exact same problem because he warned me about it. I'm like, it won't happen to me. And it happened to me. So, anyways, but like, I don't know, some of the pressure, like some of the, like sometimes I'll have to just close out Clip Studio Paint in order to get my pen to work again. Like it won't read it, register. It's, I don't know. I think I've had it too long. Like I've only had it like 2 or 3 years. But anyways, so yeah, I'm like, do I want to drop another $3,000 on this and have the screen eject? Or, people are talking about like iPads and stuff. I'm like, outside of like pressure sensitivity, those things are thin, be able to carry it around. It's lighter, hopefully. And the battery on the mobile studio is just getting really hot. Like I can feel it because I draw on like on my lap, And since I'm in my boxers most of the time, I feel a hot battery on my thigh. So,
well, do you have to be mobile? You can get a Cintiq, or you don't like being pinned down.
I've never used a Cintiq. I think it'd be weird for me to draw like this, like holding my hand up.
Right. I know.
I mean, I'm like I draw from like my lap. That's just where I draw from. So
what size is the one you have now? What size is the screen?
How big it is? Come on, man. Give a brother a little bit of privacy. Shit. No. The screen. It's I don't know. I think there's like a 13 and a 16-inch or something like that. I might have the 16-inch. It's about like that, Murf.
It's the 13. Yeah, this can sit in your lap. It's not portable. You still got to you have to plug it into like a mini or something.
Yeah,
but it'll work.
Yeah, that's just what I don't want to do though. I just want to have it all in one.
But it's fairly comparable to the iPad size then, so it wouldn't be a big change to go from one to the other, probably.
Eddie
the
says
iPad would be probably 1/5 the weight of a mobile studio.
Yeah.
What drawing tab would you
like
recommend?
a mobile studio is like a thick laptop. Like there's girth to it. But those iPads, like I've seen them, those things are like fucking almost flexible.
Yeah, there's nothing to them.
I tried a Microsoft, Surface Pro? Like before I bought this mobile studio, because I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go with this before I go with that expensive mobile studio. And like, it felt good, but I never got the pen to work. Like it was like some kind of glitch. It wouldn't, I tried updating and all that. I ended up just taking it back within a few days. I'm just like, I can't do anything with this, guys. So I ended up getting the $3,000 mobile studio, which now the screen has ejected from.
So if you go iPad, do you have to go with the Apple Pen with the iPad, or can you use any stylus? Does it matter?
No, it's Apple Pencil only.
Pencil, yeah.
Yeah, the newer one, you can only use the newer Apple Pencil, but like for the first generation, I believe it might be compatible with the older Pro, but don't quote me on that.
That's what I'd like too. Is just these Wacom pens are so fucking like. I'm trying to watch my mouth because Murf's son is.
He's probably in bed by now.
See, it's very thin.
Yeah, that's what I appreciate. I like those small pens. It's just it. Hopefully, it's all you need, and these Wacoms are just so thick. But I don't know if it's because they don't need to be charged. I don't know the technology going on, but I'm just like, I don't need this like Magnum Sharpie marker in my hand while I'm drawing. Just give me a nice thin pencil, man. But well, and also like I find myself having to look around it, where I have to tilt it more just to be like, I want this point in just the right spot, and my big fat pen is in the way.
The Apple Pencil is pretty good with that. With the whole trying to.
Mike, no one can hear what you're saying, Mike. Are you muted? What's going on?
This is the size here.
You hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
This is what you
$10.
Oh yeah, that's a regular ink pen though. I can't put that on my mobile studio.
You can put it on paper.
What do you got here, Murf? What are you showing?
This is the 24.
Whoa!
Sorry, get feedback. Yeah, that was the 24.
Oh, okay.
24-inch.
Oh, Cintiq, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'd consider it. One day I'm gonna get a new office together because like this one is just too small, and I have extra bedrooms upstairs, so I think I'm gonna repurpose those as my office. I feel like when I get around to rebuilding my office, I might get a Cintiq. It might just be for show. I don't. But here's my office. See my beautiful Cintiq. But I might get a Cintiq and kind of just mess around with it when I have more room. So
Yeah,
John,
I mean,
you're super famous. Get one of those setups like McFarlane has.
Whoa.
Like it's as big as his desk, and
Wait, what's as big as his desk? The
He's got the I fixed a 32 Cintiq.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, how much
Yeah,
is one of those?
Yeah, that thing's a monster.
It's huge.
Yeah.
With the stand, it's like 3,500. The stand
okay.
itself is $500.
It's possible, but I mean, as a vanity item, I don't know.
Just launch another campaign, you'll be fine.
Yeah, well, the thing is just I don't draw like that. You know, like I draw from my lap, so that's probably why I have bad posture and I'm going to be in a wheelchair early. So,
we have bad posture, I think.
Eddie Winkler wants to know what tablet is recommended.
Maybe a newer Mobile Studio Pro, as long as the screens aren't ejecting from them. iPad Pro sounds like that's kind of where people are leaning towards in terms of a semi-affordable option for drawing tablets. An iPad Pro.
It's also versatile because you can do other stuff with with an iPad. It's not just for that. Whereas the other drawing tablets seem to be kind of limited. You can't let your kid play a game on it, or you can't read comics on it or whatever.
Look at Corey. He's letting us know that he's here but not here. Australians, man, I swear to God.
Eddie, we don't get super chats, but I have a PayPal account you can send to me.
Yeah, and then Sean will share it with me.
Yeah.
Heroinberg wants to know
for the cake.
Heroinberg wants to know if an artist can get Cintiq to sponsor them. Yeah, I think if they're like popular YouTubers, I think they might be able to, or maybe someone like Jim Lee. I don't think any of us are ever going to be able to.
I tried. Believe me, I tried.
Maybe Murf could probably get sponsored. I don't know.
I can get educational discounts because I teach.
Snap.
Nice.
That's about it.
Yeah. Eddie Winkler doesn't want an iPad.
Actually, I like the iPads. Work pretty good, except for right now. For some reason that I don't know if my mic sounds any better, but my iPad was fucking up. That's for sure.
You sound good now.
Yeah, there's something wrong with my iPad. I don't know what the deal is. Kind of worries me though.
Yeah.
Up to this point,
your
I
son's
really
still
like
there,
it.
Murf. He said something's nasty. What did I say that was nasty? Cintiq sponsoring? Oh, maybe my Zero drink? I don't know. It's a Gatorade Zero. No.
Oh, my son is still awake.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's nasty, John. Corey,
Give him NyQuil so I can
bad.
curse.
He wanted to stay on, but he's got to meet deadlines. It's just Australian shame. They're ashamed people. They're all, the great grandchildren of criminals. The criminal element of Europe. They don't like, because they know that's going to come out. Because, like, at the end of the day, if you're in a fight with an Aussie and they're bad mouthing you, you say your great grandparent was a convicted criminal, and then they get really sensitive about that, and they like to leave a room before that comes up.
Do Australians take like pride in the Bee Gees like Jersey does with Bon Jovi? Like
No. We had to look this up before. The Bee Gees aren't 100% Australian either.
Yeah, they're English. They moved there when they were younger.
Yeah, they're basically on the Mel Gibson plan of taking over Australia.
Okay.
Yeah. Keith Urban, I believe, is an Australian. He's a country singer. You guys might think that I listen to a lot of country with my Bob Evans hat. It's not true.
It's more like Bob. It's more Bob Seger than Bob Evans.
Yeah. Bob Seger, greatest hits.
Michigan boy.
Like we listened to that greatest hits album almost all the way back from California, heading back to Michigan, and that's such good traveling music when you're on the road, man.
Night moves.
Absolutely.
Oh man, so many good songs on that.
So Elliot, I might have missed it. How's that Superman milking a cow coming? So I've been dealing with a bunch of bullshit.
This is what I got. I'm about to start inking in a little bit. He's like smiling.
I love it, dude. That's
and then
awesome.
Here on this side, I'm going to put like a farm thing with a sign that says art and stuff. Then Smallville Farms, and then everybody's name, like add like a sign. Put everybody's name who's on the stream.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right. Thank you.
Yes.
Then pop up Murf. See what
Can
we're
you
doing here.
just put a brand on the cow's butt that says Malin was here?
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, definitely. Nice. Thanks for the idea.
No problem.
Malin was
What I'm
here.
here for. I'm an idea man. Has everyone here milked a cow?
Yeah.
I have not.
Never.
No.
Really? Yeah, we went on like a school field trip to a farm. I figured everyone did this. At some point, everyone goes.
Yeah, everybody does that.
Yeah, you got to go milk a cow.
Is that all right? That sounds good. That's how I plan on doing it. Is that all right?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Maybe a
Nice
little bit closer to the anus, but yeah.
I've never milked a cow before, but I milked a bull
man.
once. That was a weird experience.
You milked a what?
I said I milked a bull once. That was a weird experience.
Oh.
Oh, of course.
Oh no, it's embarrassing.
I thought you were gonna say
How
you
was the
milked. You're gonna milk the cat.
I mean that too. Yeah.
Here you go.
Nice.
Blue Samurai milked a goat.
Murph, are you using any special brush setting, or did you?
No, I just use the standard crow quill setting, and I just changed this thing is so pressure sensitive that I found a setting that I just know how hard to press, to make the line weight heavier. So I rarely ever change my nibs on this thing.
Yeah, I'm like right out of the box, and I was thinking about my nib the other day. I was like, I've never changed anything.
Just a second, guys.
My old pen, I think I changed it one time.
What's cool is
years, like a nib on those last years.
These gray ones are
Hey,
great.
Shelby.
These.
Yeah.
They feel like graphite. They wear out really quickly, but unlike the black ones, they don't slide. They drag. They're toothy, and they kind of simulate the way it feels to draw a pencil.
That's my big problem with drawing digitally. It just doesn't feel right to me.
I love it. I've never loved inking until I started inking digitally. I've never liked it until it went digital.
Mark Polton's buddy, I think it's Mark Yoon, said for his iPad Pro, there's like you put that protective sheet on it, but they have one that feels like paper when you're dragging the iPencil across it.
Yeah, it's the paper screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard something about that too. I might have to try that out because I can't do the digital draw. It just it doesn't feel right to me.
But you hear what Shelby's doing? You hear that? I love that. I love the sound of pencil on paper.
No,
Hey, guys, I gotta go take
stretch
a
my
break.
nuts,
I'll be
dude.
right back. I gotta go have a good time. You catch my drift.
All right.
You gotta go check on Voltron.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Hi. So Sean's a type 1 diabetic, loud and proud, and so the difference between type 1 and type 2, for those that don't know, is a type 1 diabetic, their pancreas is broken, so it doesn't make insulin. A
type 2 shits in his friend's basement.
No, that's normal. That's a
Oh,
normal
okay.
child there.
Oh, okay.
A type 2 diabetic has a damaged pancreas, so they're only able to make so much insulin. That's what I have. So, but type 2 diabetic you can lose weight, you can just get into good health, and for the most part, you can eradicate your losses. And so, like, I don't take medication, I don't take insulin injections, anything like that. But if I prolonged my bad habits, I would be elevated and I would continue to damage my pancreas until I would need insulin. And at some point you lose your feet, and because it's something about the sugar levels makes your your healing difficult. So people
Yeah.
get sores on their feet that don't heal, and that's why people tend to get like amputations, something along the lines of that. I'm not
Does
an
it,
I've
does
had a
it
couple
dilate
friends
the
lose
blood
limbs.
vessels?
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I've had a couple friends lose some limbs because of diabetes. It's definitely, I mean, if you don't maintain it, it's definitely no joke. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Superman milking a cow is on point. There you go, Elliot. That one is like the most popular one.
Yeah, maybe I'll try changing a nib. I don't know. I've always just used default materials. What is that? What is Corey flatting stuff? I wonder if he's flatting the Corey, are you flatting the old way or the way I showed you? He's probably he goes back into his old habits.
You know, just hire a good flatter. Then you don't have to worry about it.
I know, man. Flatting is death. Why do people want to flat? Hire some third world person to do it for like I don't know what you would charge, $5 a page. You live like a king. Look, I watched this documentary on people out in India. I mean, they're living with like tin roofs. I mean, like there's real poverty in India. And this kid, he worked the train station. What he did was he'd sell like a candy bar off to tourists. And he took his life's savings from that, all the money he's ever earned, just to buy a cooler for his candy, so that his candy would not melt as he was selling it. And that's his life savings, selling candy bars to tourists. And I'm just like, that made me very grateful about where I live and all that, because I'm like, I can get a cooler now, and I can give it away, and whoever I gave it away to would be like, what the hell is this? They wouldn't appreciate this cooler. But that kid in India, I could send him a cooler and it would change his world.
Yep.
But yeah, you hire up
That's
somebody.
true.
Yeah, you give someone $5
true.
over in India to flat a page, man. You might as well be giving him $100 to flat a page. So
That is very true. That is very
Josh?
true. Coming from a third world country down here too, this is true.
wait, well, when
There's
you
people
come
out there. I'm from South America, from Peru.
No, for
Live from Peru. Yeah,
Elliot,
Lima?
what's the comic,
it is true. It is true. What happened?
Elliot, what's the comic book scene like in Lima?
Is non-existent. It's
Ooh.
non-existent. There's no Comic Cons. There's nothing here. The whole comic book culture is non-existent, and it's just recently starting to pop off. Thanks to, in my opinion, I say it's thanks because of the movies that are coming out, and so people are catching on to like the comic books and the heroes and everything. But no, it's not. It's nothing like it is in the States. Yeah, and there's money to be made in comics in the States, but it's not like that here. It's not like that here. Not at all. I went to one comic book convention and here a few years ago, and we get like in the States you get in San Diego Comic Con you get all the top the A-list stars and everything. Here we get like the stunt double to the stunt double to the stunt double, and we're all excited about that, guys. Oh yeah, his name rolls up on the screen, at the credits, and yeah, let me get his autograph. But no, it's nothing like it is in the States. It's nothing like it is in the States. I've met maybe like a handful of artists here.
Nothing like it was in the States. There's not much going on.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Right now.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
The conventions are picking back up this year or not, man?
Hey, Mike.
I don't think they are.
No.
Only the number one graveyard shift fan gets hats like
Oh, look
these.
at that.
That's not a hat.
That's red on
That's
red.
a hat.
That's not a hat.
And I talked it over with John and Mark.
There it is.
When they get to do the graveyard shift figures, there's going to be a build a figure pancreas for Sean Aaron. So,
That's not a hat, though.
It's a hat.
That's not a hat. It's a beanie with a flat piece of cardboard on it.
what'd you call me?
Oh,
Don't make me get my
man.
keys, Sean. Don't make me get my keys.
Yeah.
oh, Elliot, in Peru, is there any weird things with coffee? Are you guys putting cheese in your coffee down there?
No, we put milk. That's about it. Milk,
There you go. Sugar?
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, milk, sugar.
Right. Okay.
That's about it. Yeah.
Might be just a Puerto Rican thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never heard of the cheese thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, we went on this. We were on this kick on the cheese and coffee for like that's what I'm saying. You know, like when you're on
Nice.
YouTube, you know, these little topics tend to stick around. We were on this topic for like 6 months because Elliott Rodriguez and Sketch Therapy, both Puerto Rican descent. That's all they talk about is like putting cheese in their coffee. I'm like,
Cheese
what?
and coffee. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, actually in the coffee, not like cheese and coffee. It's cheese in the coffee, and you let it
Not
sit
gonna-
there and
That sounds disgusting.
like a
Crazy.
delicacy or something like that. Yeah. So
Yeah, the craziest thing I've heard is I think the English they put tea in their coffee. I'm sorry, tea in their milk. I think is what they. I think that's what they do.
Milk in their tea.
Or milk in their tea. Yeah, something like that. My bad. Yeah.
However, it goes first.
Lord Nemesis said the baseball cap's not working for me. What are you? Are you judging Bob Evans, or is this a protest against my eyebrows? What if I had a great set of eyebrows to go with this hat? Then
Yeah, that'll work.
Then would
yeah.
the hat be appropriate?
Hold on a second, John. Do
Are
that
those
again.
leftovers from Cecil?
No, these are the ones that I wear. These are the good ones.
Oh,
Nice.
that's I don't know what to say about that.
Here's Sad John. See? Mad John. This is how I look most of the day right now.
Surprise, John.
I'm screen capturing
neutral.
for reference.
Yeah.
There you go.
Look, I tell you guys, if I had a great set of eyebrows, I'd rule the world.
Like a supervillain.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm watching TV now. Like I never look. I had slightly darker eyebrows when I was younger, and I've only ever in my life had anyone point out like, "Where are your eyebrows?" Once I've gotten in online, oh shit, what was I going to say about it? But I'm watching TV now, and I'm like, these people with their eyebrows, who do they think they are?
Eyebrow envy.
They're a bunch of show-offs.
Just draw them on like the ladies that Sean dates.
Yeah, there you go.
Whores?
What do you think about that, Sean?
Like
You mean
Anna's like, you should try microblading. You know, like it's like a girl thing. Like basically, I don't know if it's tattooing or if they're stitching hair in there, but yeah, it's something along the lines. I'm like, no, I'm not really that concerned about it, but it became a thing, as things do, just like my Voltron story, and now I got a set of fake eyebrows here, and so I'll put them on. Maybe I'll wear them the next Jack show. I haven't busted those out in a long time. I think people would appreciate that. But no, Bob Evans, look, man, I had to get a Bob Evans hat. Even though the food was fucking god awful, I was so disappointed. Restaurants just opened up back here too.
I'm in Florida. Nothing ever closed.
Yeah, nice.
It's like COVID, huh?
Well, here in Michigan, everything's good.
Yeah. Well, you could get carry out, but that was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now we're trying, like, that's what the wife and I did. We went in there and sat in Bob Evans, like, actually, we're like, we're going into a restaurant. We're going to do this, So that was just god awful.
You see that
That is
better now?
disappointing. Hold on a second.
Nice. Oh, Rick Saylor was saying the toy show was in Ohio.
Yeah, look at that. That is awesome.
Hey, getting it done fast. Oh, nice.
Yeah, you cruise on
Nice
that,
stuff,
man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Love it.
Can we focus in on Shelby and see what he's doing?
Yeah, hold on a second.
No,
No?
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. It was just a joke.
It's just,
It's just a joke.
hell yeah.
Yeah, I
It's looking good.
I scribble, and then I pretty much draw with pens. The pencil thing is just, like
Let's see some of your pen drawing. Let's see that real quick.
proportioning and all that. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, this one's for that
Holy
race
shit.
penalties war thing that
Wow.
I'm doing. Yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
I pretty much I'll start with this and then I jump in and do all my actual
That's nuts.
That's awesome. Yeah, good stuff.
business. Do all that. It's sort of freehand. I don't know. I'm not very good like inking, I guess. I kind of go on the fly and figure out kind of what looks okay. 90% of what I put on paper though is not really intended. I don't know if that's how everyone else works, but
Yeah, that's kind of how I do it.
yeah.
That's
Most
why
of
you
the
go
mistakes.
digital, man. You go digital, you just go crazy, and then you decide you don't want anything later on. You're like, zoop, gone.
Right. Yeah, I did a few of those Liefeld pages digital, and he wasn't
Wait,
really feeling
Liefeld
it.
pages? What?
Yeah, I did like I did over half of that Bad Blood book he did, that first one.
Let me see some pages you did. Wait, oh,
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, I got a few originals. Yeah, I used to do. Well, I was doing finishes. Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, now you're speaking my language. Invoked the Liefeld.
You mean that?
And then he handed you a Vegemite sandwich.
Oh. Yeah, that would probably be on my to-do list if I ever went to Australia. I can't imagine why I would go to Australia unless it was maybe to harass the Barton Bros.
That would be the only reason.
That would be fun.
Can you imagine me showing up, harassing the Bartons for living in Australia for like a week straight?
They'd sick a koala on you.
Hey, man, your country. Oh, dude, let me tell you about your country. Let me rag on it for a while. They'd throw me out.
Yeah, I still got some of these. Here, I'll start with some of the weird ones. So,
Nice.
yeah, I did a bunch of this shit too for. I don't even know what it's printed at. Every once in a while, people will send me a photo and say, "Hey, did you do this?"
Nice.
And I'm like, "Oh, I did." Amazingly,
Yeah, it looks like you inked them. I don't see much difference beyond the from the original to the.
That looks great.
Yeah, some of these. Well, a lot of these were like 8x10. You know, like he'll do these
Layouts.
these kind of. Well, some of them are tight. You know, and then I kind of hijack, sort of the same way that I do on Frege, you know, like on the Black Flag stuff. So I'll come in and add a bunch of just a bunch of my randomness and all that. So these are older. These pages are like, yeah, that one's gone. Yeah, this is probably a good example. Yeah, this one here. The file was like 150 DPI, and it looked like it was drawn. It might have been on like a napkin. I'm not honestly sure what it was drawn on. And then what I would do is I would blow it up to this size, and then
to 11
I'm a
by
little bit old.
17?
Yeah, I would. I'm kind of old school. I don't really work digitally, so what I would do is I would just tape this on the back of this, and then I would do the light box, light box ink finishes. So. Some brush, some markers, pretty much honestly, whatever works. I mean,
Yeah. No, Rob's thumbnails, like, they're small. Like, they're really small. So, and yeah, that's his general process. And blow the thumbnail up, light box it, and go to town. So.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I got binders and stuff. So. What is this?
Oh,
This
God.
is all-
Did you?
Oh, no, this is older work of mine. This is like old.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Hold on. What are you doing?
So,
So
Shelby,
like
when
old
you were doing these Liefeld pages, he didn't have a problem with you doing the heads, because I know at times when Adelso's inked him,
No,
Rob has done all the heads and faces.
Yeah, no, he told me that. He said I was the first person in like 20 years. I didn't give him a choice.
You just did it.
Well, I mean, I just, I don't really care. Like I told him, I'm like, dude, like it is what it is, you know. Like I don't have time to like finagle and be mailing stuff back and forth and all that shit. Like, you know, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Damn, I'm trying to find those other. I had some good examples. There were some brigade pages. I don't know if that book ever came out, but
Yeah.
I think it was I thought it was like a Kickstarter or something. That was.
There's still a ton of people that never got that book.
Yeah, I think I'm one of them.
I haven't gotten it yet, but one of these.
I got
days.
my refund about 2 years ago.
All right, so yeah, he had sent me about like 20 pages or so of that, and there were double page splashes that were probably drawn like this, like on an 1117.
Mm-hmm.
And those were a little difficult because the specs, like this doesn't translate to a double pager, but he would always go like the full, like the full size.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't account for this.
Yeah. So like when you would cut it in half and flip it, you ended up with like 3 inches at the top and the bottom as well, and it just looked like this really strange panoramic sort of thing. So yeah, I was jumping in and like just kind of ad-libbing, like, oh, I'm gonna throw some tech and or just like black it out, like just spot out all the borders and all that.
What's your name?
Shelby.
Shelby what?
Shelby Robertson.
Oh, wait, I know this
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, I was
back in the day.
Yeah. Frege and I were
How long have
roommates.
you worked for Rob?
Oh God, like 27 years, off and on.
Oh, so like 95-ish?
94.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. All right. So that's probably
Yeah.
how I've heard your name, Shelby Robertson.
He joined the
I
Crypt
was-
miniseries.
Did what?
The Crypt miniseries.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's when I was like,
12.
7. Yeah, I was 8. I was 8.5. I was 8.5. I might have been 17. He hired me when I was 16. But I think I was like 17 or so. And I was basically, I was everybody's whipping boy. I mean, I was helping out him. I was helping out Calvin Irving, my buddy. He's passed away, but the Chapel books, I know he was like super late. Like he was never there working on pages. And so I laid out probably half of that first book and a little bit of the second book on the relaunch when Calvin was doing it. And that was the book that was like Rob's answer to Jim Lee's Death Blow, where it was like that Frank Miller-esque,
Blue Samurai Zero said there is no Rob, there's only Shelby.
Gotta go, guys. Have a good night.
Oh, have a good one.
Hey, yeah, thanks for coming.
Thanks, man.
Helping us out.
I'm going to be on Critical Blast now. I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you.
All right, man. Thank you.
Great night.
Hey.
Thank you.
See you, man.
Oh no, that wasn't Murf. I don't know.
No, it's Harrenberg.
No.
He was coming in to help us read the chat, but I don't think he got a lot of words in.
No.
What you got there, Mike?
I got some Shelby goodness.
Oh, look at that.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
wow.
So those are the floppy books that were in that 94 Indiegogo I just fulfilled.
That's
Those
awesome.
were the flop. Yeah, those were the floppies. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the one that Sean's got right there.
Yeah. Came in great
Nice.
condition, fast, and
Good.
it's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah, I'm kind of I'm a stickler for the way that I ship my stuff because I'm very fearful of like the replacements.
I also got this.
Nice.
Yeah, I need to get one of those.
Badass. Yep.
All my swipey swipes.
Oh yeah. It's good though.
Dude,
It's awesome.
I do those swipes all day. They're fun. They're fun. I know a lot of people hate them, but I'm like, dude, I actually enjoy like the act of drawing and coloring them and all that stuff.
And he's back.
There we go. There we go, Shelby.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's like a Mike. Yeah. Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome.
Hey, that book's older than my oldest son.
Hey guys, sorry to disrupt, but I have to get going.
All right, man.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the invite. Thank you very much for letting me participate and joining on the fun.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure, and yeah, this is what I got so far. I'm going to finish this up and then post it on
Oh, yeah.
Twitter and then tag everybody on it. And
All right.
and if for Rick, I don't know if he's still on or not, but I'm going to do the race
he is.
childy thing that he recommended. I don't know how to get in contact with him, but hopefully maybe through Sean or
We'll
Joe,
make it
I can
happen. We'll make it
get in
happen.
contact with Rick.
Yeah.
And yeah, thank you very much, guys. Have a good night.
Have a
I'll see
great
you guys
night,
later.
buddy.
Have a good
Yeah, bro.
one.
Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Jersey
Yeah,
Pride.
Yeah, I know, Trey.
John's got the beanie on. Now we're getting serious.
Look, man, the Bob Evans wasn't getting the kind of love and respect that I feel like.
Rock and roll.
How's it looking, Jerry? Damn, man, you're cruising on that.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
What are you using to ink? Regular microns?
I use Micron only for my real thin, contours, and then everything else are the Faber-Castell, the pit pens of various sizes and stuff. So, I'm a hack inker. So
Jerry, were you
do-
on the Liefeld boards?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Cool,
Yep.
cool.
Both Jerry and I have done Naughty and Nice issues for Marat.
Yeah, I've been doing Naughty and Nice for the past 5 years for Marat. I'm working on issues 11 and 12 right now, and I actually wrote the script as well. So it was my
Wait,
first
are you drawing the full issues? How many pages are you doing per book?
16 per book.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah. Let me see. I just finished.
I wrote Andrew a naughty and nice.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
It's true.
I
I
have
think you
most of
printed it. I got a book.
Lucky.
I just
I had to
finished.
buy mine on eBay.
I just finished this splash page today.
Nice.
Hold on a second. Where to miss it?
I got it.
Oh,
But
wait,
yeah,
hold on a
it's my only
There we
real
go.
official writing credit, I think.
Wow.
Sexy.
That's awesome, man.
Thanks.
What,
Yeah, so
what
just-
did you use for the gray? For that girl's life?
Oh, that is just. It's actually just really tiny little circles to do like a chainmail.
It's called detail.
Oh, look at Jerry trying to be George Perez. That was great.
Yeah, that's
Thanks.
awesome, man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Leandro is saying Bob Evans had on Malin. He must like bacon. Look, guys, I don't mind bacon. I'm just telling you the truth about bacon. It's a marketing ploy set up by the man to get people to eat more bacon. That's all it is. It's like Mad Men, and it's an advertising campaign to make your heart explode. Bacon's fine. It's delicious, but it's overrated. It's a side dish. No one ever brags about their fucking, I don't know, ketchup like they do bacon. Yeah, it's all brainwashing.
Show
not
us
gonna-
on the pig
I refuse.
where bacon hurt you, John.
Look, I'm not gonna be manipulated by some Mad Men marketing campaign. That's just the way it is.
Are we
Renee, take the remote away from John.
Are we comparing splash pages, the size of our splash page, to each other? Are we measuring?
Yes. What do you got? Oh yeah.
Oh.
Shit.
Who colored that?
Jeez.
I'm not telling. It's my man.
I'm not telling.
Yeah,
His
that's
name's,
awesome, man.
his name's Jay Brown. He does a lot of coloring for G.I. Joe and IDW.
Oh, yeah, he's got a great palette there. I like it a lot.
Yeah, he's been working with me for about 12 years, 13 years now.
Oh, okay.
So we kind of know how to work with each other. But yeah, he's find a good colorist, hang on to him.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Ritter.
What?
right?
What about Kyle Ritter? Were you working with Kyle and then?
No, I can't even get Kyle on the phone, or not on the phone. Excuse me. That was a bad
Well,
joke.
he's.
I can't get Kyle
I hate to
on.
break it to you,
I know. I
but-
can't.
Yeah.
That was a figure of speech. I can't get Kyle on message. I can't get him to message me back. I think he's just a busy man.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I mean, I contacted
Well,
him one
he's
time.
dying half the time, so.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I thought Ethan was making that up. Is that true?
No. Look, I mean, I remember Kyle got really sick about a year ago, and he and Andrew Huerta were both really fucked up. We kind of theorized that they were like nearly patient zeros for COVID, because I remember Andrew was on a stream, man. He looked like he was dead.
Dang.
Yikes.
Yeah, and we are like,
Did he
damn,
get
this dude's
COVID?
got-
Did he get COVID too? Did Kyle get it? Did Kyle get COVID too?
Yeah, I think now he allegedly has COVID. I don't know, because I haven't heard much about him this time around getting sick.
Okay.
So we were talking about it a couple weeks ago, but I haven't heard anything since. Explain the BLT. Look, man, BLT's, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Bacon tastes good on things, but is it worth the bragging to where everyone is like, you gotta love bacon? No, not at all. It's a side dish. It's an accent to your meal.
Corey said he's a good colorist too.
Rick, you're brainwashed by a marketing campaign. Believe that. It's true. I even pulled up the evidence. I was talking to Frega about this. I think today, yesterday, I don't know. But it's like, look, man, I pulled this evidence up before. There's like an old black and white reel where this old marketing guy, this ad exec, is flat out telling people this is what we did because we wanted bacon sales to go up. So they convinced everyone to make it part of their breakfast, and like it was. I think it might have been something when they were doing the food pyramid shit. It's all a scam. It's all.
They were pushing.
What's that guy's name? I'd like to thank him.
I don't know. I tried looking it up today. I can't remember where I found that at. It's on YouTube though.
Yeah, you got a question.
Look up baking conspiracy or some baking madmen or advertising guy.
I don't want to be on that kind of watch list for looking up baking conspiracy.
Yeah, they'll
I
ban you
remember-
for anything nowadays.
I remember when my grandma passed away, we were going through a lot of her old stuff and found a prescription for her from like the 50s. It was like 1950 something. So probably when she was pregnant with one of my aunts, and she it was a script for. So it was a prescription for cigarettes because they said she was overweight. She was 127 pounds.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
One of either my sister or my brother kept it. But yeah, it's a real thing. Like they used to prescribe cigarettes for pregnant women back in the day.
Yikes.
Crazy.
Yeah,
They should get back to
now they're telling everybody how delicious this food product is that'll make your heart explode. Leandro says we have to know when the mail-in list for Project Thunder is. Within the next 2 weeks. I'm looking. Matter of fact, today I was trying to find James Dean Anderson on Twitter because word on the street is he's done logo designs, and I looked on Twitter, I couldn't find him. So if anyone knows how to get a hold of James Dean Anderson, let him know I'm looking for.
Dean Anderson? Isn't that MacGyver?
No,
That's an actor.
Richard Dean Anderson.
Harry Dean Stanton?
Richard? Yeah, no, Richard Dean Anderson, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
MacGyver. Yeah. I was watching, what was that show he was on? Stargate. I was watching some Stargate because I'm like, I never really watched this show. I'm like, maybe now that I'm bored and old, maybe I can, I may just sit into something new. But it was funny because I think it might have been in the pilot or something like that. But there was like one line that a girl said, and she said something like, "You're gonna have, or we're gonna have to MacGyver it." And then it was like cut to MacGyver.
Yep, that was great.
Oh, nice.
Yay! 30 years later, I'm like, yay! Yeah, John, biscuits and gravy, but bacon. What? Bacon is the awesome. It's not. It's okay, guys. Stop being. Don't let the government brainwash you. A good plate of biscuits and gravy, though, man. That's where that's like a family meal for me. Like my southern half of my family, my dad's side. Like you get me and my cousins together. It's basically who's gonna make the biscuits and gravy. And if it's not made, it's like that's an insult. Like all of our parents, like my dad was like one of 7. So I think for them, because I don't know if this is just the Malin thing, but I think for them, my grandpa, grandma were like, you got to get the biscuits and gravy right, So all of my cousins were like, we all kind of paid tribute to our parents, I guess, through biscuits and gravy. We love it.
Go to bed.
April Trails, the stream is going to go. There's no real end to it. I guess we're just going to end when we all get bored.
Tell them to go to bed.
It's like Sherry Lewis, stream that never ends.
Tell them to go in there in a minute. I'm coming in there.
There you go.
Your kid's out there asking, Dad, when are you coming out of the office?
Get Daddy's belt.
Seriously? That's awesome. I love it.
Just knock on the door. Daddy?
Nice.
The life of an artist.
That's great.
Now, when the wife gets on there, I'm going to be in big trouble.
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
Watch out now.
So I may have to run soon, guys. I'm not joking.
King Crow, look at King Crow throwing shade. He's like, biscuits and gravy. Now that is overrated. Trash foods. Look, man, it's part of the family. I'm not saying it's like everyone's got to have it and love it like bacon. I'm saying I really enjoy it. A good plate of biscuits and gravy.
I like it.
Unlike the plate I got today from the bastards at Bob Evans.
What about some Fast Eddies there, John? You know what I'm talking about?
No, Fast Eddies.
It's basically biscuits and gravy, and then you just take, eggs over easy, put it on top of that.
Oh, okay.
It's amazing.
There's this eatery. I don't know if they're open or if they'll make it through the pandemic. It's my favorite breakfast joint in Lansing called Golden Harvest. It's a dive, like the drive-through drive-in diners and dives, whatever. So I love this place. It's completely hippie. This is like MSU college kids trek into Lansing to go to this place. So that tells you how good it is because they're trekking into Lansing of all places.
Oh yeah.
And this place is a little bit hood, like in the area. It's a little hood, a little industrial, and then you get this small little building, and there's barely any seating in it. Sometimes the place stinks. I took Eric Weathers out there, and when he came to Michigan, and I was like, because I'm like, this is my favorite place, and I went in the bathroom and it smelled like sewage, and I was like, yep, this is the place. And but it's great because it's very small. There was only so many people could ever get in. It was almost always a line out the door. And when you showed up on weekends, the music was bumping. Like they would jam in there, and it'd be a mix. It'd be like rap, rock. They would have a TV on, like a tube TV up in the corner, and it was always you can hear it, but it was always playing like the old Land of the Lost on there. It's got books just laying on windowsills and like anarchist cookbook. They had some comics there in like a small rack, and you can just grab a greasy comic. And I love the place. But their biscuits and gravy was pretty freaking good. And it's like you order, I think, like a half plate or something like that, and it takes care of like the whole family. They throw like potatoes in it, and it's like crazy. I'm like, holy cow! But they had the best food, and you got to bring cash because they don't do debit card. And if you guys are in Lansing area, you must seek out Golden Harvest. Delicious food. I get this thing. It's called the Suck It omelet. Like that was my go-to meal. Delicious omelet. Jalapenos in there. They would write with ketchup on the top of the omelet. Suck it. All right.
What was the name of the place you wanted to take me to?
I don't know. Is it in Michigan?
Yeah, I was supposed to come up
by Golden Harvest. Golden
thought there was-
Harvest, or maybe one of these pizza places I like.
I thought there was like a comic themed place or something.
Oh no, it's probably Golden Harvest. It's not
Oh,
comic
okay.
themed. It's not comic
Okay.
themed. No, it's more kind of nerd punk themed. So, yeah, I mean, like they had like Star Wars merchandise, like just not merchandise. You couldn't buy it. It was just part of the getup.
Gotcha.
But you look at the outside of the building, like they have a bicycle. I think it was like it's on the roof. I mean, it's just loaded up with junk. It's like almost. It looks like a garage sale on the
Sanford and
exterior.
Sons.
Yeah. It looks like a junkyard. Yeah, exactly. And and if you go with only 2 people or just yourself, don't do that because then they sit you with other people. So when
Really?
Eric and I
Fuck
went.
that.
We had to sit with 2 strangers, and then you're trying to have a conversation. A one-on-one conversation. You got 2 other people just sitting there looking at you like fools.
Like a Japanese restaurant.
Oh, do they do that in Japanese restaurants?
Oh yeah, you don't have to sit. You've never sat at the hibachi table with a bunch of other people.
Apparently not. No.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not really down with the Asian food though. When I do go to Asian restaurants, I'm just grabbing like the mac and cheese, the steak or whatever. Yeah, I'm not trying to get the egg roll, so. But no, I've never sat with strangers. I don't think in any restaurant I've gone to other than Golden Harvest. Oh, but anyway, so the interesting thing was, so it was so small, probably had very low overhead, line out the door, but ever since COVID, if they had to reopen again, I mean, it's like shoulder to shoulder in there. I don't think this place could, will very well make it through, these regulations. I think they're allowed to have 25% capacity right now in Michigan for restaurants.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this place was already shoulder to shoulder, line out the door, and now you factor in a, or quote pandemic, and I can't really see it surviving, sadly, because it's the best breakfast place around, period. And Michigan, probably, the entire United States, if I was to be so bold.
Well, Michigan's doing their best job to kill small business.
Oh my God, I know. It's terrible. But if you get a chance, Joe, you're in Michigan, go to Golden Harvest in Lansing. Aren't you like out in Grand Rapids area or something like that?
Yeah, I'm about 40 minutes south of Grand Rapids.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you might as well be in Grand Rapids then. It's probably what, 45 minutes to an hour to get to Lansing, something like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's from where I live right now, it's not that far from Grand Rapids, Lansing. I mean, I could probably get there within an hour and a half, maybe at the most.
Do you guys see Wolverines often?
No.
What? Oh, do we see Wolverines in Michigan? No, I'd never even seen a bear in Michigan until 2 years ago. I'm up north, like, up to the tip of the mitt. And, I don't go up north a lot. And, only now in the last handful of years have the wife and I actually been making efforts to get up north. Her sister lives up there, so we try to visit a little bit. And, but the whole time I'm up there, I'm on bear watch. I'm like, where are the bears? And they're like, we've never seen a bear up here. Blah, 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 blah. There's no bear. Don't worry. They're more scared of you than you'll never see a bear. I'm like, oh, okay. So I enjoyed the rest of the time. Then we were driving back down, and we pull off the Houghton Lake exit because we're kind of, on a soft look to maybe move someday, and we're like, oh, Houghton Lake might be fun. And we go the opposite direction of the lake. So we're going out towards BFE. And I'm just driving down the road. I'm not paying too much. There's nothing to look at other than woods on this direction. So my wife, like, her head like rockets back, and she's like, "There's a fucking bear." And I turned my head, and I just saw it. I mean, just out of the corner of my eye before we went on by. Yeah, it was a fucking bear just walking 10 feet from the road, parallel to the road. Like, this motherfucker ain't hiding. I'm like, and we're only like an hour hour and a half north of like my normal storming grounds, like Lansing and where I live. And I'm like, damn, there's a fucking bear. I've never seen a bear in my life in Michigan, and boom, right there, about 10 feet off the road. It's fucking. And I was just thinking because a cop had someone pulled off down the road, a little bit ways back, and I was just like, if my car broke down, this motherfucker could just be stalking me right now. If I was walking down this road, and what the fuck am I gonna do?
My sister used to live in the Poconos in Pennsylvania, and when we would go to see him, to visit her, it wouldn't be not uncommon to see decapitated bear heads on the highway from getting hit by fucking trucks. Why?
Really?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
creepy.
But yeah, Wolverine, and I've never seen a Wolverine. Yeah, I don't know. You may have to go to the UP or something like that for Wolverines. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Let me look.
I've seen a couple coyotes. That's about it.
Yeah.
Maybe a fox or two every once in a while. Oh, there he goes. And again, for everybody in the chat, we really appreciate you joining us and commenting. I'm doing my best to come back and try to hit a lot of the comments, but I know I'm not going to be successful at getting everything. So, but I appreciate everybody being here. It means a lot. And if you're new to the channel and you like it, please hit the subscribe button. Hold on a second. Mike, hit that bell for notifications, share it, and look at that.
Nice.
Beautiful, beautiful pinup.
Very nice.
I love it.
Michigan Department of Natural Resources, Communications, and Education said if Wolverines were ever native to Michigan, they were pushed out over 200 years ago. Michigan's only known Wolverine is on display at a visitor center in Bay City State Park, and it was the first Wolverine ever verified living in the wild in Michigan.
Huh.
So there you go. We've only ever had one confirmed Wolverine.
That I did not know.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day, I say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and here we are naming our football teams after them. Oh yeah, Michigan Wolverines.
Yeah, you'd think that they'd be all over the place.
We've been lying to the world this whole time.
If anybody is interested in what Mike is drawing, Mike has done a pinup for both me and Sean for our books coming out later this year. And let me see if I can do this. Drop the ball again, Sean. Every time I got something to pull up and promote.
Yeah.
Because, we were told we needed to promote ourselves better on this show, which we hardly ever do.
I don't like talking about me.
Oh, speaking of, everyone be sure to subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, hit that like, and share this out on your social media. These guys would appreciate that.
Definitely would appreciate that.
And thank you guys for taking your time to join us in the stream tonight. We really appreciate it.
So Mike's working on my character right now. Which is on the left. I guess it'll be on the right of your screen. And he's already done an awesome pinup for Sean, which if I can find it, I'm going to show it if Sean wants me to.
Wait, who drew that on the left?
Which one?
The one on the left.
The black one. I did. That's my book.
Nice,
yeah, you drew that though, Joe?
Beautiful.
This picture?
Yeah.
It
was inked by Jimmy Reyes.
Awesome.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. And that's actually, it's got a interesting story in the book when I actually get to it. There's a purpose for all the gargoyles in the city. But yeah, so I'm really excited to see Mike finish that. Let me see if I can find that one, Sean, if you want me to show that.
Of course.
Absolutely. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Because it's... All right, more than 2 seconds.
Right.
It's the first time anyone's ever told me to be quick.
Rick Saylor said, John, if you had some bacon with you, you could have used it to distract that bear.
Good point.
Yeah.
See, there's always a good use for bacon.
No, we turned around, man. That thing was gone. It was gone when we came back. So it was not there very long. I mean, it probably grabbed whatever person it was after and left. Look, man, nature is scary. I see a bear, I'm getting out of there.
Yeah.
And I'm going for the eyes.
You read about that story recently where a lady was attacked by a bear in a porta potty?
Oh yeah, it wasn't really much of an attack. It was like a nip.
It was a nip. Yeah, it was a nip on the butt.
That was in Michigan, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. So this dude, went out into the middle of BFE with his girlfriend. He had a yurt out there or something. And he had an outhouse that was like 100 and some odd feet away from the yurt. And his girlfriend goes out there. I don't know if this happened recently because it's pretty fucking cold out here right now. But she went into the porta-john. Now, I don't know how this thing was built or what it looks like, but she went into the outhouse. Yeah, outhouse is probably a better term. She went into the outhouse, and because that's how it is up north, just so everyone knows, a lot of people roughing it up there. By choice. And she sat down in the toilet and something bit her butt and she thought it was a squirrel and she jumped out of there and screamed and her boyfriend came running down there and she's like, something bit me. Something jumped up and bit me. And the guy walked into the outhouse and lifted up the toilet seat and he said there was a bear head right there looking him right in the eye. Like that bear. Wow. Yeah, that was his poor John now.
Must have been what I was saying is it must have been a small bear.
Or he just didn't want to be sad.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
There we go. So this
like
is
a love nip
that Mike did for Sean's character, and he did a fantastic fucking job. I love it.
Yeah, colors.
Thank you.
Frank Fonzo.
Yep.
It came out awesome.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, that's very
Oh,
nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
I know. It's awesome. I just wanted to share that real quick because everybody check that out. Sean, when are you trying to launch your book?
Probably towards maybe the fall.
Simple Jack, I did see that video. Yeah.
I want to have the line art done before I even start the mailing list. Just I want it to be as far as complete as I can because I want people to trust that I could put this out and have it in their hands instead of not delivering it on time or what have you. I want to be responsible with your money.
There you go. Look at this guy talking responsibility. I like that.
Yeah, we try to take all the tips we see from the guys that have had successful campaigns before us.
Sean, if you ever claim your illegitimate children, you'll be a great dad.
No.
One day, buddy. One
Fuck
day.
them kids.
Yeah. We gotta learn sometime, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna learn today.
So is anybody excited for the new Mortal Kombat remake?
Fuck yeah, dude.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Special effects. Well, I don't even care about the story, but the special effects looks good. I think it's gonna be fun as hell.
Well, let me find a trailer and watch it real quick.
Watch the Red Band trailer, Sean.
Okay.
Make sure it's the Red Band.
Did you hear that one twat that posted that they're upset that Chung Li isn't in it?
Yeah, I saw something about that earlier.
Oh, what the fuck's that about? Stupid head.
All right, I'm gonna get it real quick.
Thanks, Simple Jack. Thank you guys for checking it out.
Thank you.
And everybody appreciating all the art.
So, Joe, what you're working on is a commission?
This is actually going to be something I'm doing for Mark Colton for the Viking Wolf campaign. I think this might be a pinup or a stretch goal. I can't really remember exactly.
Look
what it
at
is.
you getting into the stretch goal realm. Big time.
I can't remember what he said it was going to be, so
It's probably a pin.
take that as a grain of salt. But it's going to be something for Viking Wolf. I know that.
Cool.
Yeah, I appreciate Mark giving me a chance.
Hold
Help
on,
me
guys.
Get my name out there a little bit.
I gotta stop it right here. I'm putting the brakes on. I'm watching the Mortal Kombat trailer right now, and I'm calling bullshit.
Uh-oh.
This guy just pulled down his shirt and showed this presumably birthmark that is the logo for Mortal Kombat. Who is born with a brand birthmark? It's conveniently shaped like a circle with a dragon in it. Yeah, it's just a birthmark. It's completely random, totally random. Just happens to look like a circle with a dragon in it. Exactly. Like, it's not interpretive. It is a circle with a dragon in it. How dare you guys make me watch it? All right, I'm going back to it. Right.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I'm easily entertained, so I thought it was awesome. As long as it's better than the 90s sequel, that's all I care about.
I haven't watched it, but does it have any of the original music in it? Because if it doesn't,
not that I'm aware of. I'd have to watch it again, but I don't think it did.
Yeah, no, people are talking about how it lacks the techno soundtrack.
That was the best part of the original.
I will admit, yes, it was. Yeah, story aside, I don't know exactly how they're going to do everything, but from just looking at the visuals and the fatalities that they're doing, I think it's going to be cool.
When Sub-Zero like froze Jax's arms and then just shattered them, that was badass.
Yeah. So we can all feel when John's not on the stream with us. He's carrying the show.
I'm back.
There he is. Good.
That was all right. Look,
all right. Give us your breakdown. Give us your breakdown.
I wasn't feeling the delivery of when the guy said, "I am Sub-Zero." Like, I wasn't feeling it. The dude, his face looks fat, and then who's the other guy? Scorpion. He did the "get over here," and like,
yeah,
I wasn't like, yeah. I was like,
get over here.
Something's not right here. Whatever. It looked like maybe they're able. This might be the benefit of it. Maybe they're able to take all the material that's been done so far, get rid of the fat and maybe just kind of develop a good kind of solid story going with it. It looked like maybe a little bit more grounded. Yeah. I'm not even sure about that. But I remember the old one, like the effects weren't so great, but that music got you, man. It was bad, like techno dance music, but it was like bam, 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 bam.
Absolutely.
Mortal Kombat. Yeah. I didn't hear any of that. It was just kind of generic, whatever music. It was okay, Oh,
who knows? They'll throw it in there.
You know who has the worst generic music of all time?
Huh?
Every last Marvel movie that's ever been made from the beginning of time. Is there any theme? There's like not a single theme that stands out. You watch a great movie and whatever it is, like a John Williams theme, like you're leaving there like humming the theme. It's engraved itself into your soul, and there's nothing that Marvel has done with music where you're like, that's a moment, So
I have to disagree, but I collect sound scores, and I tell you what, I find myself humming the Captain America. Dun, 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 dun.
It doesn't sound at all familiar to me at all. Like that, that's how memorable it is.
See, I was gonna say maybe the Avengers theme.
Like when they do the Marvel Cinematic Universe and they show the Marvel logo and all that stuff, and I listen to the music, I'm just like no, like this, like it doesn't say anything about anything. It's just like it's notes that are just there to be in the air and fill up 10 seconds. Like John Williams, man, like he would make his music like say the title. You know,
Yeah.
Superman.
Oh yeah, that's a legend.
Dun,
I
dun,
mean,
dun, Superman, right? I mean, it was like saying
yeah, that
it.
dude was just.
That's pretty much most movies today, though. The last memorable score I can think of is Lord of the Rings, and that was what 2001.
Yeah, that had a
Gladiator.
really good score to it.
Gladiator had a good one.
Like you're talking 99 or 2000.
Yeah.
I'm talking the last 20 years.
That's
But then again, if you're looking at like epic movies, you know, like the epic, like I guess I don't know if you call them fantasy, whatever that genre is. Those usually always have really good scores. Braveheart, another, you know, but that's going back.
But hey, Back to the Future's not exactly epic. It's a small story, and yet it's got one of the most memorable themes of any movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I'll tell you the last good one, and proof that it's good is it's been used in like 3 or 4 different movies now. God, what is the name? I can't tell you the name of the theme, but it's when Hit Girl is in Kick-Ass when she's saving her, going to save her dad. That music kicks in, and I think they used it in the last Wonder Woman movie too. Because I remember I was like, not again. Yeah, so I heard it very recently. I think it was in the Wonder Woman movie. But where else did they do it? It might have been maybe it was in that movie Sunshine as well. I'm not 100% on that. But yeah, whatever. It's just one of those things that like, how many times are you guys going to use this one? I mean, it's great. It's great. It's emotional. It gets you. It sounds good. But it's just, you know, they keep using it.
It's not a movie, but I like what they've been doing on The Mandalorian. That music's really good.
Yeah.
I keep thinking of Rocky, though, when I hear it.
Well, a prime example, compare the new Superman to the original John Williams, or compare the new Batman to Danny Elfman's score.
Yep.
Although Danny Elfman did come back in Justice League there and do the Batman score in a couple of the scenes. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, but it was the same. It was the same melody. That's what I'm saying. They're
Danny
not writing.
is always doing the same music.
Well, but they're not writing any memorable.
Right.
Yeah, they're not writing any iconic. It's not really popular right now to write iconic scores. It's just background music. Just give me background music. That's all they're doing.
Yeah, it's all trash.
Yeah. I actually just found it on iTunes a while ago. Danny Elfman did the score for Darkman, and that's probably my favorite Danny Elfman, other than Red Dragon. Red Dragon is fantastic. I love his score for Red Dragon.
Have you heard his score for Nightbreed? It's great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's another good one.
Yeah,
but Mandalorian, like, it's okay, man. You know, I wish to God that they wouldn't shy away from using the actual Star Wars theme here and there.
Yeah.
You know, like they were doing like a chase where the Mandalorian ship like wrecks, the Razor Crest wrecks in that ice planet, whatever. But right before that, they're doing like a canyon run. And I was like, this is the time to kick in the fucking Star Wars music right here. Like the stuff we know and love, and let every little fan get excited. Like, yeah, it's a Star Wars movie right here. And they did it. The and the little, I don't know what he's using, some flute, I don't know, but I'm just like, to me it just sounds like a slight variation on Good and the Bad and the Ugly.
Yeah, but that's intentional, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to do that whole Western thing, and that's specifically what they're trying to do with that show. But I feel you on that.
I only like it because it's different. I don't like it because it doesn't speak to me. Like I don't hear that music, and I don't say, "Here comes the shit." You know, like if they could make that happen and give me these moments, you know, maybe I'd appreciate it more. But you know, that's the art of film. Some people can, and you know, you can give some people all the right stuff, but you don't line it up correctly. You know, it's just a mess. And hashtag cancel fucking Mandalorian.
Disney Plus.
Over. We no. I still got Disney Plus. No, just the Mandalorian. We're done. We've learned all we needed to learn about this show. We've seen the Mandalorian's face now. The puppet got handed off to somebody else that doesn't exist. And like that's it. So let's just go with the Boba Fett spinoff. That's all I wanted. Like
I
for
agree.
season 2. Like that's exactly what I was telling people. I'm like, all I want is the Mandalorian to fucking settle down and do one full season on like Tatooine and get involved in a gangster epic with the Hutts. That's all you gotta do. And instead we get this. Here he is on this planet doing nothing. Here he is on this planet doing some made up shit.
There's a lot of filler.
It's terrible, man. Millions of dollars just being flushed down the toilet that is Jon Favreau. And I hate Jon Favreau. And I hate anyone that likes him. Just FYI.
What's up,
Well,
Mark?
What's going on, Mark?
Yeah.
I'm working on some Viking Wolf stuff. Very excited.
He's
to
spilling
do
the
so.
beans.
Yeah, well, yeah. I hope it's all right. I didn't ask you.
Back now.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Jasper?
Hey, Jasper.
War party. Yeah, let's take a
Hail
look.
Hydrogen. Hail Hydrogen 1. Buddy. Oh, man. I'm falling asleep, dude. I think I'm going to have to go to bed.
Never say that on a stream.
I'm an old man. I think I'm older than all of you.
I mean, if we got to throw ages out there, I mean, I guess.
I'll take a guess.
I'm up there.
I'm 46.
Did you see Star Wars A New Hope in the movie theater? That's my question, because I did.
In a drive-in.
I think I saw it on the second release in, right? Wasn't it
No,
like
not-
78?
I'm talking 77.
Yeah, I didn't see it in
the original airing.
I did see it.
I didn't see it in 77, but that obviously this was before home video and everything, so they put it back out in 78 or 79, right?
Probably. I mean, every year after.
Yeah. So I saw it back then. I'm going to say 70, 78, maybe 78 or 79.
What about the Ewok movies, huh? Yeah, let's talk about
Yeah.
that.
I watched
the
those.
Ewok movie.
Yeah. That monster was scary.
I saw Flash Gordon in the movie theaters.
The greatest Jets player ever, Flash Gordon.
That's right.
Even though that's not his voice in the movie.
Really?
Yeah, he what the hell is his name? Sam
Jones.
Sam Jones. His manager at the time was telling him he should, you're the star of this movie. You should be getting paid weekly, not like, I guess they paid like a lump sum at a certain time or whatever. And he got into an argument with whoever the producer was. And when they were done filming, he didn't come back to do the ADR, the voiceover.
Oh, really?
So there's a completely different person that nobody knows who it is, because they even said they're like, it's lost to time. They have the only person that would have known is dead, the producer, and they said that's not Sam Jones's voice.
No shit.
Yeah, I was like, I never knew that. It was some documentary, but it's Life After Flash or something like that. It's on Amazon. But I was just like, oh my god, because I would have never guessed growing up that was somebody else's voice.
Hey, Sean, how's it coming?
I guess it's pretty good. Or pretty bad.
There you go.
One or the other. I'll take them both.
Nice!
Pretty good, pretty bad. It's looking good, man.
Pens look like they're holding up for you.
Yeah, so you getting the hang of drawing on that box yet, or?
I'm pretty acquainted with working with the box.
Oh, I bet you are, buddy.
It's not as bad as I thought, so as far as working with the pens bleeding, it's pretty fine. I'm using this Micron pen that McFarlane was using for a bit.
It's a PN.
A PN.
A PN, yeah, this.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Give it a shot if you got an art store. Or
Slowly but surely.
Nice.
It's coming along.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I'll do a lot, like kind of like what Shelby was saying. I'll do a lot of sketching lines first, and I'll go back and do a lot of thick blacks afterwards. My inking style is very free, sketchy. So I'm not an inker, but I can ink my stuff.
Shelby, have you done any commissions on like baseballs? Have you seen any of those?
Did I do one for you?
No, but
no. I thought you were.
It just
yes,
made me
I've done
think
several. Yeah, I've done several. That's why I'm asking. Did I do one for you in Texas? No. All right.
Yeah, no. It made me think of it with Sean drawing on something that's a little bit, a little bit of a different thing. And I know that was a big thing for a while at shows was people doing baseballs.
Yeah, dude, I was doing quite a few. Actually, here's a year or two ago, I ended up. It's funny you say that. I got one here on my shelf, and I might actually throw a Ragetality sketch on it. But they had these,
Nice.
Dude. These balls are freaking expensive now. I don't know if you know that. Like, I grew up playing baseball my whole life, and you could get a bucket for $12. Scrimmage balls, right? These things are like 4 for $35 now. It's insane. I'm like, dude, you lose a ball, game over, dude.
The panel's looking sick.
It's game over, man. It's game over.
Right? These are actually for cards. I'm doing
really?
some cards. Yeah, just
I guess I
something
should pay attention.
something easy to do. Yeah. I figured if I'm going to jump on and do some live art, it's got to be something that I can mess up on and not beat myself up over. So,
what do you prefer? What's your whiteout preference? What do you use?
I'll show you. I got several. So
I'm always looking for good whiteout. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So obviously,
like
everyone's seen Jim Lee use this nonsense. These are good. These are good, but they have that weird skip. I hate that skip that they do. Right. Sorry if I'm loud. I'm speaking into my.
Oh, you're fine.
I don't know which mic is picking me up. So.
No, you sound good.
These guys here are actually my favorites. The Signos.
Yep. I like those.
So the Uniball Signal whiteout. I never know which tip I'm gonna get because the listings on Amazon are really bad. You don't know how big it is till you pull it out. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then I saw Dave Finch using these, and the funny thing is, I had bought a box of a dozen. My buddy Adelso, I hit him up once in a while. He recommended this to me like years ago, and I ended up having a box I didn't even know about. So I was like, oh, I think I got that. And
Adelso, he's #1 ink splatter criminal. He should not be allowed to. No, ink splatter is the devil. I tell people ink splatter is the lens flare of inks.
Right.
I
gotta love a good
Adelso,
ink
like back. I don't know what he's doing now, but I see him back in the day. Just do amazing, beautiful, clean ink, just nice, elegant lines, and then he just fucks it up and just splatters that shit on. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I hate ink splatter.
You know who was doing that for a bit, and I don't know if they're still doing it because I don't really follow his work much anymore. But J. Scott Campbell, man, he was doing that for a bit on his females, which I thought was really odd. I don't know if you guys have seen any of those pieces where he'd do it like across like their thigh. It made no sense. Like it looks like if you're inking something and the nib pops, right? And it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why is there a splatter across her leg? Like it has nothing to do with the piece, the aesthetics, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
Like a rotary machine for that, or something like the Dremel. Like I asked him, and it was like some like once he told me there was a machine involved, I dipped out. Like I wasn't paying attention. So yeah, he knows something.
It's probably an electric eraser.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, these fucking. Yeah. I tried to do this. Put one of these little Dremel sanders so I could sharpen my pencils quicker. That's not a good idea.
Why not?
No.
Let's see it. Give it a go.
All right.
Yeah, give us a demonstration.
All right. Let's see you lose this finger. There it goes.
Hold on.
How far is the closest hospital?
Oh, I don't trust Delaware. Fucking
Get a Band-Aid.
There's
You gotta get in the camera.
well, he's got glasses on, so it can't take his eye out.
You got safety glasses on. This guy cares.
Ah,
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Sean, buddy, let's get one of these.
oh,
Yep.
That's all you need.
Again,
That's all you
I'm
need.
looking for quickness. I got plenty.
That
of
is efficient. That is good equipment.
I just have one of those old school, school pencil sharpeners mounted on my wall.
I don't know. You could be like me and just never sharpen it. I've never sharpened this thing once. I
Hey,
don't know,
Jack,
it's like,
thank
yeah,
you
that's
for
what's-
coming
that's what's
Jasper.
fucking-
That was a joke. Nobody would ever have one of those old school on their wall.
Adelso gave me this whiteout pen. I don't like it that much. It's very
Which one?
thin, and it's
Oh, those
to
Yeah, those are trash. You can't work over anything with that. So
Yeah.
you go over one time and then you're done. The minute you bring it over it again, it's gonna lift right off. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to use those. I'll use those on like sketch covers, like the one-offs.
All right, honestly.
Get me out of here.
All right, man. So,
Hurry up.
this is. Oh, nobody can see what I'm doing. I'll blow this up for a second.
Sweet.
I don't know if you. This. Yeah, that brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's two types.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That works pretty
Yeah.
decent most of the time.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna pop out because I gotta get my drawing on, and in order to do that, I require my tools, which is I gotta get high and dip, dip into
I hear ya.
Wonderland for like 2 hours.
So
Well, thank you so
I
much.
appreciate you
Sean.
jumping on, man.
This.
Really do.
Thanks for having me on, guys. Appreciate
See ya,
it.
John.
Thanks for carrying the
Good
show.
work, everyone.
Hey, buddy. Had fun.
All right,
Have a
brother.
good night.
Bye.
I'm jetting too,
Yes.
guys. I'm falling asleep, but I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on, man.
Hey, man. Thank you so much for
Definitely
coming by.
do.
Appreciate it.
Definitely do it again. Just let me know.
Definitely.
Alright.
We might
Will
do
do.
this every once in a while.
Yeah. Stuff looks great, everybody. Later.
Thank you.
See how Jerry's doing here.
Here we go.
There we go.
Getting there.
See, I love Jerry's stuff because everybody's having fun. Like in all the characters, it's awesome.
That's awesome. Looking good, man.
Thanks. Appreciate it. This is the closest I've come to convention hangout or convention sketching and stuff in the past year. So
That was
been
kind of
awesome.
why I wanted to do it. Just have like just kind of a studio feel. Just kind of get together and draw. It wasn't really something like, hey, let's do a drawing stream. It's just like everybody's working on projects. Let's get together. Let's hang out. Let's draw.
Yeah.
And anybody in the chat, and I've seen a lot of new faces in there. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. We really appreciate it. We're trying to grow the channel as much as we can. Have interesting guests on and get as many eyes on their projects as possible. So if you like the channel, please subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, share it with your friends and family. We appreciate it.
Now we don't get super chats yet, but we do have PayPal, so you can do that.
Yeah, we're a small channel. Which is, it's fine.
Size doesn't matter.
That's what she said. Wait a
Well,
minute. Wait a
So-
Wait,
minute. I might be wrong on that one.
wait.
Sean, you were in Chicago back in the day when we used to do the sketch hangout in the bar after the show, right?
07, yeah, 2000,
Yeah.
That's when Coastergate happened. And
There's
come home
Coastergate,
and I get a fucking email from Corey Hampshire, and I'm like, you're a piece of shit. So yeah. That was
Wait,
good.
what?
Oh,
What's this coaster gate? I think around that time I was not even back in comics. I was probably working in the gaming. I left comics for the gaming industry for a bit.
Yeah, I don't think I had
well-
met you at that point yet, Shelby.
There was like what after the convention, we were all at the bar. My brother-in-law came with me. Joe was there actually, and John, Corey, and a couple other people, and they were drawing on coasters. I wasn't paying attention. I was at the bar. I was living life, you know?
Now, what we used to do this all the time. This was like the second or third year in a row where we would go. And one year, like somebody had a sketchbook that got passed around, and then the second year, the bar had a bunch of these real hard coasters, and if you flipped them, they were blank.
They're blank. Yeah.
Right. So everybody started drawing on those while we're sitting around just bullshitting and drinking.
Basically, they were what Hero Initiative does now, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I've done. I'm just saying, I've done a few of those where they're you can draw on them. They're not bad. Yeah.
No, but we were just doing it for fun at the time. There was no
right.
Yeah.
But the thing was, like, they left the table, so they were just there. And I guess my brother-in-law saw them, and he's like, "Oh, they're just sketches." So he took them, not knowing what it was or whatever. I had no idea that this even went down until I flew home the following Monday. I checked my PMs, and Corey said something about ganking. I'm like, I have no idea what that means, dude. And then he was starting to have a little temper tantrum. I understand where he's coming from,
right?
But it was a misunderstanding. I'm like, dude, if that's what you guys want to do, we'll sell them and donate it to whatever. And then he
wait, hold up. So they left all this stuff and then they abandoned it, right? Like they just left.
They might have just went to get another beer, but there was nobody at the table at the time.
Right,
so
right, okay, yeah.
I can't speak on that, but like I had to go on Rob Liefeld's message boards and like defend my brother, saying like, look, he's a douchebag, but not for this reason, you know. Right. And then it came out to be a joke that we call now Coaster Game. And but yeah, it just gave me a.
Corey is a giant man baby.
Yeah,
he is a giant man baby. He like years ago deleted me from Facebook because I didn't agree with him that Metallica is the greatest band of all time. So his response was, "Oh, Mike's got a cock in his mouth," and then his little cronies on his Facebook page went after my wife and her business, and I'm like, "You're a piece of shit."
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
no.
He's a fucking cunt.
Well, I lifted these off Joe Benitez in Hawaii. and these are on some cheap ass napkins. I'm just letting you know. Yeah. I'm laughing because these were in my desk right here. I'm like, oh, it's sort of like what I actually did lift these, and I'm okay with it. I don't know who this is, but that looks like the Joker to me. But yeah, he was very very drunk. I think it was his birthday weekend. That was at that amazing Hawaii.
Yeah, I did that I did Amazing Hawaii last year. It was a really good show.
Okay.
1 year ago today, actually. So
nice.
I actually remember 2012. John and I went to ChicagoCon, and I'm waiting for John to pull the car around. And I actually remember you, Shelby, walking out with like a couple of cosplay models. And I was like, I wanted to say hi, but I'm like, nope. He's an artist. I'm just this wannabe.
What year was this? What year was it?
2012.
Oh God, that was my ex-wife.
Yep.
Oh, she's a bitch, dude. Yeah, no, that was horrible. Yeah. Yeah. No, dude. Yeah. You see me.
Because I was like,
right. Yeah, no, you see me in public. Just say hi, dude. Like I'm a fan of comics that just happens to draw. I mean, really, that's what it.
Yeah.
Jerry knows. I've had talks with Jerry. We've had a couple talks.
Oh yeah. It's half of the fun of shows is getting together after and just talking about, hey, did you hear? This dude did this, or did you hear about this project? So and so said they were going to do this, and then they bailed on it. Yeah. All the gossip and stuff, because we're all a bunch of nerds who work at home, who tied to our desks. We don't get out to hang out and do that often. So when we do, we take total advantage.
Yeah, it can be a very, it could be a very lonely. I mean, dude, like you're spending hours just looking at paper, man. Like it's not very glamorous. You know what I'm saying? Like the end product is hopefully worth it, but Yeah, let's be real. Like, it's not a glamorous position, so it's okay to, get loose and wild out and steal coasters and all that nonsense, right?
No doubt.
Here, I'm gonna show you this. So with like the whiteout, you're talking about whiteout pins. I'm gonna show you this. These are trash. Don't ever buy these. I made the mistake of buying 2 of them. And so one, I don't know if this will focus. This one here, it's the exact same pin, the same SKU. This one's all in Japanese. This one has English on it. But they are what pin? It's the Kuretake brand white pins. These don't work for anything. They don't work at all.
You mean
the only thing they work with for me is if those bottles of Pro White.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you need to apply that using a brush, I would say just use one of these because it already has white in it, and you know what I mean. It's like using a black paint. Like one of these. When I spot blacks, like stuff like this, fill in all the blacks. I'll use an old paintbrush pen, but I'll dip it instead of using like a brand new,
brush. Yeah.
If that makes sense. Yeah. So
yeah, totally.
So these are useless, man. They're useless. Yeah, dude.
But my problem is with these, the Poscas.
Yeah.
When I go,
what sizes did you get?
I got like all of them.
So I've only ever had this one, which is like this small tip. It's
I do want to try some of those.
Mine says L3.1 in the little white box. Mine says L3.
Yeah, I got L3.1, and then I got one smaller.
I only use
the smaller one works, but like the other ones, when I go over black, it turns gray, and then the paper starts to get like the cotton starts to start coming up.
Oh right,
like
right.
It destroys the paper.
Yeah. If you
there you go.
Yeah, if you like shake them up real good and like hit it on like a piece of cardboard to the side or something and get like a nice flow, they usually work pretty well. But like they're after you pop them open, use them for that first time. I know they can be kind of rough, to refresh.
Yeah.
And I have had one a couple of times where like you run the line the wrong direction and it does a little bit of spatter, which it could look kind of cool if it hits the as long as you're not near like a face or something. I guess it'll look all right.
Oh, Mark, Mike is working on a pinup for Joe. That's what he's drawing.
Oh, yeah, he's working on a pinup for my character, which they're... dang,
fuck you.
Dude. That looks so cool. I love it. I'm so excited.
Nice.
So excited.
Damn, now without John,
Thanks,
it's
Badger
like
Couch.
a bunch of nerds not doing anything.
John carried the show, man.
Yeah, John.
Hey, I gotta tell you, so Mike and Jerry, you guys have gotten like ridiculously good compared to when I first saw your guys' work.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, yeah, that's very kind.
Well,
Thank
no,
you.
I'm just letting you know, like I remember beginner level work, you know what I'm saying? Like the beginning. So yeah, it's nice to see the progress.
Ever since doing campaigns, I mean, like that first book I sent you, Shelby, U.S. Assassin, that took like
that trade,
that took like 3 years to draw, and then the second one took like 8 months. So like the time got shorter, and part of what helped with that was I did a 20-page story for Graveyard Shift supplemental. And there was a deadline on it, so I had to figure out, okay, I can't do full pencils. I was just doing like blue pencil and then going straight to ink, and I was kind of finding my rhythm that way. And It's hard
The-
now
the-
because like I'm so used to that now. But like there are days where I just want a pencil. Like I just want to do full pencils, and then
So
let somebody else worry about it.
Yeah, I
Have-
feel you on that.
have you ever tried just doing pencils? I mean, and going straight to okay. So I'm gonna let you in on it. So all my 94 work is pencil, straight to color, man. I don't, and it's because of what you said. I don't have the time to spend 3 days on a page.
Yeah.
So here, I'll show you. This is a little bit of what's gonna be coming out. All right. So, all right. So, I got a stat going on here. Got a panel here. These are all pencils. There's nothing inked. What I'll do is I'll hit spot black with brush once in a while. But yeah, dude, like it's just, this is pencils and I scan it and I go, cause I'm my own colorist, man. So
Yeah.
you know,
Well, actually,
I gotta,
on YouTube, I actually downloaded the video you have of changing your pencils into
yeah, like these are
to darken it up.
right.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so yeah, like I said, this is all obviously this is ink, but this is pencil, dude. Like I don't
That's insane. It looks inked. I use HB lead.
All of my pencils are yeah, I got a booty shot.
Isn't that nice?
All of my work is penciled, scanned. All that original 94 books that you got there are pencil scanned. I got tons of them. I use these zebra pencils. I mean, I got them all through my desk. I got like 50 of them. I just use a 05. Yeah, I just use a 05.
Yep.
And then I use HB, which I have tons of these too. I got the super HB 05 lead. This. And then what I do to keep my work from smudging is I use one of these and
Eddie, yeah, American dashboard is Shelby.
yeah, so here's what I'll do. Like these are probably horrible camera right here, but this is I blue line my work.
Yeah.
On pages that are it's the pencil stuff. I'll use the 300 series board, so I will use this stuff. This is what I use for when I pencil scan. I use just this.
Okay, I bought that that 500 series you talked about in your video.
Right. This is the 500 series. Anything that I actually ink, if I'm inking it, I use the 500. And this was an Adele Souza one that told me this is expensive, but some of the best if you don't mind tooth. And I'm like, oh, I love tooth. Yes. I just say yes. So pencil work. I do the 300. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to try to do that. Because my pencils are like I went out and I got one to try it out. I like having a bit more weight to my clicker pencil. So, but yeah, I used to use F lead. Like since I started drawing, it was F lead, and because it's not too hard and it's not too soft, but it's dark. And then for some reason, I got on the kick of using 2H, and it was really hard to go back to F lead after that.
Right.
For some reason, I don't know.
Is that like a more like an architectural coding? Because it's not B, it's not H. What is? I was never sure what F was.
I'm not sure what it is, but it has always been like even for like the pencils that the lead holders that you use for this, I always got F, and it just like the B, HB and B was just too messy, and then the H, 2H and going up was it was too hard. I was digging into the paper. For some reason, F was that sweet spot for me.
Yeah, and I think it's different for everybody. I think it's different for everyone. Because of I am heavy-handed, but for whatever reason, the HB lead, I can work with it very well. I always try to work, left. I'm right-handed, so I try to work, from the upper left to the lower right if I can. But yeah, I'll use this paper here. I had an old art teacher that showed me if you use this paper, it'll actually pick up most of the debris. And that's why my originals are generally pretty clean. Here, I'm going to show you something here. I'm doing a little bit of stuff from Rot right now, like just kind of on the side. There's no, it's just a few pages here and there. So I'm going to show you a double. But you can see where I hit.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, that's crazy. So you can see where I came in and hit it with ink. So like the all this crap and so that's all but dude, this page is this is probably the least clean page that I have because of like all of this, the buildings and all this, nonsense going on.
I quit.
I always have a problem.
Eddie.
This is another one of them there. So this one I did this one today, earlier this morning, but
God dang, dude.
yeah, I mean, I have to hit a lot of the, and then I kind of cheat. So what I'll do also is the borders, I will, I do the borders in Photoshop, man. Like, even though I'll pencil them on the originals, I will go in and redo the borders in Photoshop. That's way that's...
They're cleaned up.
Yeah, and also for the colorist, because there's nothing worse than borders that aren't 90 degrees.
Yeah.
If a buddy of mine does flats, like literally just does flats.
Yeah.
And so I hire him, and he's some of those raw pages, and I sent him a few things, and he's like, dude, what the hell's going on? Like, he goes, I can't use any of my like this his quick selection tools, like he's having to like actually get in there and lasso everything out. And I was like, yeah, sorry, man. Like,
man, that stuff. I love watching your videos. Like, there was like over this last year, there was like a resurgence of like seeing stuff from you, like videos on Instagram. I watch all those like multiple times. The YouTube videos. I love your work, man, and I
appreciate it. You're one of like 10. You're one of 10. I got no views. I mean, I don't promote it. Yeah, you too, Sean. I don't get any views on it because I don't promote it, but.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I got those 94 books when they first came out, and like, I didn't really hear anything for a while after that. And then there was the Madam Satan, and then I got those, and I was like, dude, shit, he's back.
Yeah, no, those books were like hell late. And the thing is that book was done. That book was done way back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took, without going into it, it took a lot of sleuthing. I had to get my email. I had to get my email list. I had to get my the fulfillment list and all that. And yeah, it's insane, dude. Like, for me, that's the one that like damaged, because like I'm very punctual. Like I'm never late on anything. If anything, I'm always on time. Rob would send me pages all the time and be like, oh, can you get this to me by like Monday? And I'm like, you'll get it tonight. Like, I'm not waiting. There's no reason for this. So, it's just sort of like, fulfill this, get it done, get to the next one. And
yeah. Cause I was totally surprised when you were like, dude, give me your address. And I was like, okay. And then you sent me a note with it, and I was just like, man, this is awesome. This is
and everybody was pissed off. I get it, dude. Everyone was pissed off. That book was hella late, and I'm like, it is what it is, man. And that's why I challenge, I tell everyone, I'm like, hey, watch what I do for the next, 3-4 years. And then maybe you'll want to decide, hey, this guy fulfills. But that whole thing was like out of our hands. Like, that was literally nothing we could do about any of that. So, that's why I've had people asking me about like, oh, if I run your campaign or I do this, and I'm like, nope.
Yep.
Nope, been there, done that. And guess what? Yep. Ruined my name for 4 years, man. So not gonna happen.
Like, I find stuff in my long boxes from time to time, like some of the Fem 5 I think you did. And
I did those in high school, man. Those are horrible. Horrible.
There are some other books that you did, and they're escaping my brain right now. But like I Like there are some London Night Studios. Oh, see you, Eddie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've always like been like, hey, that's Shelby stuff, and I would grab it. So like, you know, like going back to like 2012, and I was like, oh, I want to say hi, but I don't. I mean, I've been going to conventions since, you know, like '93, but I've always had like this, you know, it's that kind of, you know, meeting your heroes thing. Because like the very first convention I went to, I met Jim Lee, and he was a complete dick to me, and like it just crushed me. So like every time I wanted to talk to somebody, I was like, nope, I don't want that to happen again. You know?
Yeah, that happened to me. That happened to me with. I was a humongous. I was a humongous fan of Bruce Campbell. Dude, Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man, all about it. Dude's at a bar where it was in Chicago at a Wizard show. He's at a bar, and I'm like, oh shit, that's Bruce Campbell, right? So I go up to him. He's taking all these selfies with all these, like, you know, these hot college chicks, right? And I'm like, okay, so and he's like double fisting beers and this and that. So I walk up and I kind of wait my turn and let him just sort of flirt. And I'm like, Bruce, dude, shake his hand, like, dude, huge fan, man. Hey, can I get a selfie with you real quick, dude? And I'll leave you alone. Like, dude, this is awesome. He's like, oh no, I'm not doing selfies today, but I'll give you that free handshake. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, so yeah, it threw me up. Plus I had a few drinks before this. Like, it actually pissed me off, man. Like, I got a little butthurt about it. You know, I'm like, I just watched this guy for 15 minutes taking photos with chicks who don't even know who the hell he is. And then I'm like, hey man, like,
you're a fan.
I've literally supported you for like the last 20 years. You know. Yeah, so
my God, you're like famous and stuff.
Right? Yeah, I get it. One of my best experiences with that though was Silvestri. So anytime I see Mark, I met Mark several times.
I would love to meet Mark.
But anytime I see him now, it's just kind of ridiculous. I'll just yell like, "Hey, Dad!" Like, I'll just scream across the, you know, and he just laughs. Like,
that's hilarious.
There's been comments. They're like, "Dude, you guys look related." And I'm like, "Yeah, I wish." But he's one of the few image guys that I've met who didn't know who I was and was always cool. Like, he's never been an asshole, not once. And I met him several times. We're like, he doesn't know who I am. He's like,
yeah,
I'm not paying this guy for work. I don't know who he is.
The one guy that was always cool to me was Matt Hawkins. I think it was like 97, I think. And I had he was walking by Artist Alley, and I had a picture of, like, I had drawn a sketch of Fathom. And he's like, "Oh, hey, Fathom, yeah," and or no, it couldn't have been Fathom. And he walked by. Okay, I remember what it was. He walked by my booth, and I was like, "Hey, man, don't look so down." And like, he just came over and started talking to me because he looked like he was having a shitty day. And we just started talking. He's like, you know, here's the Extreme phone number. Call our secretary, and she will send you a packet. And I was like, okay, cool. And by the time I got the packet, it had a script for Supreme. It had photocopies of Richard Bennett's Supreme from, like, I think issue 16 or 17. And like, within that year, I think Marvel declared bankruptcy, I think. And so I was, you know, still living at home, and my mom's like, well, there goes your chances of a career, because if Marvel's bankrupt, then it's done. It's over. And I'm like, oh, I guess you're right. You know, and I was like, I could have been an intern. I could have, you know, but whatever.
Yeah, there was a lot of, I think you would have been okay. There was a lot of questionable hires at Extreme who you never saw, but I'm being honest, that you've never seen books from. Like, there was dudes in and out of the door out there that there was ones with promise who just decided comics weren't their thing. Like you ever remember? It's like, whatever happened to Ku, or not Ku? Whatever happened to
Kucha?
Oh geez, what? No, not Ku. What's his name that did Battlestar Galactica for like 2 books and he disappeared? He was doing a bunch. So he essentially was sort of like he was sort of like came in with like a Pat Lee style kind of. He did a book that was like very like anime influenced.
Yeah, I remember. I know who you're talking about. I can't.
And then Rob tried to draw anime for the cover, and it just looked like weird. I don't remember.
Yeah.
It's not. Was it? It wasn't. It was Gear or something, or it was
Was it Kieran Gillian or?
No. He was. This is when it was still Extreme. Before it was. It's before everyone disbanded and everyone's working from home. You're talking about like the awesome days. That's like Kaboom. Yeah, you're thinking like Kaboom with Kieran Grant and that. Yeah.
I'm gonna Google it.
Cyberpunks. I just thought of it. Cyberpunks was the comic. But I don't remember that dude's name. Like he disappeared. I haven't seen that guy since.
Wow.
Came in, did 2 books, and sayonara, never seen again.
Hector
There was
Gomez?
a lot of people in the 90s got into the money and just didn't have that passion, you know?
Well, I'm pretty sure that book didn't pay. It wasn't the money. It was like this guy just decided, because at that point, most of us were on the 110 a page, 90 for pinups, 110, 120 on a page, and sales were starting to kind of show some wear.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking around 96, 97 ish.
There's somebody named
All right,
Hector.
question. Should I do like a Starfield and kind of black out the back, maybe do like a Horizon or something like that, and then splatter white ink, or just leave as is, or do black splatter and just leave as is?
Maybe you should do like a here, I'm gonna show you something ghetto.
Kevin Love, Chap Yeet.
Here, why don't you like? Oh, Chap and Jeff Matsuda both went to work in like animation, and they both and I just saw Chap at our reunion. We had that 25th reunion a couple years ago.
He's in animation.
Hey, I'm not even playing about this. I looked at him and I thought it was Jeff's son. I go, wait a minute, you look younger than you did in the 90s. What the hell? It was the weirdest thing. He looks like a teenager.
That's hilarious.
So like you got your character, right?
Yeah.
And then you got the like the slave one. All right. So I was gonna say maybe bring in like one of those like this area here black, this black, and then maybe through here.
Like a nebula type thing.
Yeah, so that way you have this like a Y shape, like a Y that kind of comes through, and then just do the white through, through all that.
Show it again, Sean.
I'll say it. Sean, there we go.
Yeah, because you need something to balance
I wouldn't just go. Yeah, I wouldn't just go black. Like do something where there's a tonal element to the background. Just black is boring. You know what I'm saying? Like get some gray in there with some.
Because it's just a dude standing there. It's like I figured the guy paid all this his hard-earned money. I want to make it look cool at least,
Yeah, I would. I guess that what I'm describing is what Jack Kirby used to do, and like with the Kirby Crackle, like the breakups. But you don't have to do Kirby Crackle. You can just kind of hard line it and then bring in some, use the whiteout to your advantage, I guess.
Oh, word, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna do that shit, man.
Hey, so finish your story. Whatever happened with those coasters, dude? So I don't know. So I'm gonna tell you. So you're talking about the dude that was doing all the finishes for Eric Larson, right?
Yeah, and he held on to those. Irony.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he wouldn't give back the pages for some reason. So Larson had to finish his last issue of Supreme, like by himself. So, but no. So apparently, I get home from Chicago, and this is all through like Rob Liefeld's message boards. So I get a message from him telling me that like my brother-in-law is a piece of shit. I'm like, yeah, but whatever. He sent these coasters we were working on for whatever foundation, and I'm like, dude, I was drinking. Like, I wasn't even there. Like, it must have been an honest mistake. I asked my brother-in-law. It seemed like an honest mistake, and we're like, well, if you want, we'll sell them, and then we'll donate the money or give the money to you to donate. So everybody's happy. Like, John was there. John drew one, and John's like, I don't care. You know, like everybody else that was involved, he made a big deal about it on the board. It was very embarrassing to have this sort of like.
That's how he operates.
Who was this?
He fucked over Marat Michaels.
Oh,
because he inked the Deadpool core stuff that Marat did, and because Marat sent him kind of like what Rob does the smaller layouts, and then he blows them up and inks them. He kept all of it. He kept all of it. He didn't even offer to split it with Marat at all. Like he kept everything. I used to actually own a page from that, and yeah, that was nuts. I was like, dude, you didn't even, not even one. Marat didn't even get one.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Yep.
Look, whatever his issues are, I hope he's able to find a way to deal with them. But he's a hothead. It's not like I'm ever going to see him again. But if I do, like, nothing's going to happen. So it's just very unfortunate. But here's funny. Since we're telling us some gossip, he got into an online argument with Jonathan Glapion, and then Jonathan Glapion called him a one-nib trick or a one-nib fuck or a cunt or something like that. Funny as hell.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
This is several years back.
Yeah, he's a piece of work, all right.
Hey, I wish him the best. I hope he figures out whatever issues he has, but
I don't. Mainly because he came after my wife. Like, I don't care if you want to talk shit about me, but you come after my wife and her business, then yeah, you're a piece of shit. And the funny thing is, I never lowered myself to make fun of his wife. His wife's got a crooked eye. I never even, I was like, oh, look at Corey with his crooked eye wife. I never said anything. I never even thought about it.
Yeah, and honestly, your wife is incredibly talented. Like, her business is awesome, so I don't understand that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's shitty. Like, if you and I have beef, keep it between you and I. Like,
the moment
you take
taking it to
somebody, like,
taking it to a Facebook group, yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah.
I don't have any personal, stories or anything with them. The only person I know who does is that dude Ray Johnson. I know he paid for some. He paid for stuff that he never got, basically.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know any other deeds than that.
Well, I got issues with Ray, so let's just say he's not as nice as everybody thinks he is.
Oh, really?
Well, I'll tell you this story since we're here. Story time.
Story time with Sean.
So back in
real quick, Sean,
2018,
Rob the Replicator said Backstreet Boys are still going. Quit playing games with my heart.
So back in 2018, I was supposed to do Heroes Con, and I had gotten 2 tables with my cousin. Something came up personal, so I don't want to go into that, but they were nice enough to refund us, or actually let us keep both spots for the following year. So that would be 2019. And, I'm like, I'm seeing who I can reach out to that I know that would want to get the other table, because I don't got enough of stuff for 2 tables. I did, though, but I reached out to Ray. I knew him through like Rob's message boards and Facebook. Look, he's a nice guy. All right, he's a nice guy. And I'm like, hey man, here's the situation. Would you want to buy the table from me? We'll be booth buddies the whole weekend. I'll charge you whatever it was. It's $300. the table like normal, like not even tax, because I'm that nice of a guy. So throughout the year, it's like, oh man, I can't wait for the show, yada yada yada. It's gonna be awesome. And he's like, yeah, I'll pay you after Christmas. This was in September of 2018. So I'm like, yeah, man, no rush, no rush. Even after Christmas, it kind of went, whatever. But about 2 months before the show, I'm like, hey, man, I'm going to need the money for the table. I just want to get situated so I can cover my hotel, because they're not free.
Right.
He had an issue with his job where he's like, oh, man, I can't. My job is this and that. And I'm like, well, you whatever the scenario was that came up, you couldn't do it. But he's like, don't blame me, blame my job. I'm like, no, I'm not going to blame my job because I'm not a fucking child. Like, you should have had the courtesy to reach out to me months prior when we were talking and let me know what was up with the one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I.
Well, that kind of goes back to my thing about, involvement with I had a crazy late Kickstarter years ago, and it's because you let other people kind of delegate what you're able to do, right? Like what you're able to have access to, or what you can do financially and this and that, right? Like if they're holding the keys, dude, you have no power over it.
Right.
So I had a similar thing for a Denver show. I'm not going to name drop, but there is an artist. There is an artist who hit me up and was like, "Hey man, I saw you're doing this show. Would you be down to get a room, get all this extra stuff, right? Like I was going to go by myself. Essentially, I was going to go by myself. I was gonna go in super frugal and just be like, all right, I got my own. I was like, I got my own, my own room. It's a little off the path, but I can make this work, dude. I can make this work. Right. And so this dude hits me up, and I'm like, oh, that sounds great. And he's like, oh, also we're gonna need, so and so also is gonna be coming. They're gonna pay their portion and this and that. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, I already got the card on file. Let me go ahead and take care of the room, and I'm gonna upgrade it, right? Like, let's do it now so that we save, because the closer to the show, dude, that room's gonna be expensive as hell. Yeah. So it's like, I was like, no, this is like 4 months out. So I'm like, oh, so we put it on the card. And then, yeah, dude, I get ghosted. And then I hit him, and then he finally is like, yeah, man, some stuff came up, and he tried that. Yeah, it was with the job. And I'm like, dude, like I'm like 1,700 in the hole now when I was 400 ahead, just because I did all this stuff to like, So yeah, that was one of those instances where I was like, man, screw all this, like, unless you really, really know him, man, you can't. Yeah, you can't be getting rooms and table splits and this and that. You never know, man. You never know.
And he's like, I wish I could do something to make this better. I'm like, yeah, pay me my fucking money, but thankfully I was able to balance all that out, from the show, because Heroes is a good show for original art and sketches, but that's still 300 I could have had extra in my pocket and whatever. But, it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, well, that was my same thing. Is I think I pulled like $2,000 from this thing, but I still ended up coming home under because of the whole fiasco with the hotel, And this is when shows were good. So this is a while back, man. This is when shows were still,
profitable.
Art prints for sale. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep. I remember those days.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I hate to say it, but those days are gone, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Corey Barton said, these don't look like sketches. They're almost finished ink pieces. Clickbait stream. Absolutely. I mean, it is sketches stuff, but they are, I guess, they're pieces. For the most part. I know I'm working on something that's going to be, I wish I was doing a sketch. It'd be a lot better.
I will definitely be showing a couple of things that I've got. One of them is a sketch that I did, because I'm going to be, if it's all right with you, Sean and Joe, I'm going to be plugging away before I end up taking off later.
Yeah, go ahead, because I can only stream for 4 hours, so we're about done with this stream
15 minutes?
In about 15 minutes. So start plugging away. I was about to say that.
All right. So
Yeah, do it
I
up.
have I've got a comic that I wrote and drew over this past year that is my total original content. Characters I came up with as a kid, and it was always my dream to do my own comic and see these in print. And you know, I'm super excited about it. I definitely want to see it. I'll show you the cover. I want to see it get out there. I want to see people be able to have it. So I'm going to be doing it as far as the production costs. I want to do it, you know, as a crowdfunding process down the road. Right. But I'm at the point now where I need to hire a letterer. I need to decide if I'm going to hire a colorist or if I'm going to try to do it myself. So what I want to be doing is doing an art sale here probably in the next month or two so that I can raise the money I need for the lettering, coloring work, production work, so that my crowdfunding project is really only for printing the books. That's all I want to do. So that way, everything I'm doing is up front on me, and then I'm getting it into people's hands. So I'm going to be doing selling originals, selling sketches, sketch covers, stuff like that. And I was just going to show some of the sketch covers that I've done recently.
Yeah.
To let people know what we got. So the one I was saying is really sketchy that I really liked a lot was this Hulk one.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Nice.
I liked it enough in pencil. I decided I wasn't going to ink it. It could be inked and colored if somebody wanted it, but I really enjoyed the sketch line quality to it there.
No, it looks cool. It reminds me of a Del Keown piece almost. You know how he leaves it like pencil? Yeah. No, it's nice.
I did this Fantastic Four, Marvel 1000 Fantastic Four on the front, villains on the back. This New Mutants piece with
that's awesome.
and then
Jesus Christ!
Holy cow!
All the other, so this is Spider-Woman one I did again with.
Yeah, you did good on that because that sketch cover stock. I remember doing a few on that, and it was not the easiest to color on. Yeah, it wasn't easy to color on. Yeah.
Justice League. And then the last one here is this Civil War II piece.
Nice.
And, these are for sale.
Talking about is doing. I'm sorry, Joe and I have been talking about doing maybe an auction stream. Like, would you guys be interested in doing that? Maybe in a couple of weeks. I know
Absolutely.
We're a small channel, but see what we could do.
It's tough to put it out. Like my social media feed is only going to reach a certain number of people, and I put it out, but you don't always get the analytics or the whatever the what do you call it to get out
your algorithm. Yeah. Like my feed only hits Mike Mcmahon and Rick Saylor there.
Hey, you know what? As long as it hits me, I'm okay with that.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying.
Bring more.
But the point is, I'm going to be. I would love to do it. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a sale of. I've got original pages from Naughty and Nice. I've got these sketchbooks or sketch covers, pin-up stuff. I mean, you name it, as well as taking commissions. So whatever I need to do to raise money for the book, that's what I'm excited to do.
I have a question since I am relatively still new to Indiegogo, right? Like using it as a crowdfunding source. So I am going to be selling originals on mine, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're doing that as add-ons or whatnot, does it have to pertain to that specific project? I'm asking on Jerry's behalf. Is why I'm asking. Maybe if he has pages from Naughty and Nice, you know what I'm saying? Because I've seen add-ons where it's your sketchbook from a previous campaign or something like that.
That's interesting. Yeah,
I don't see why not.
Yeah. It's your campaign. They're your fan base for the most part.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't know if I'm diluting the question, but
no, that's good. I never thought of it.
Can you add things like that? You're going to get, because I've seen people with Kickstarters where they're like, oh, hey, we got you can get a sketch cover, and then the sketch cover ends up being on a Wolverine. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not even something pertaining to their project. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Andy Smith did that for his First Man campaign. He had a bunch of sketch covers completed,
right.
and because of COVID, he put them up on the campaign. So there's Wonder Woman stuff, I believe.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That might be an extra way for Jerry to like boost a little bit of like taking care of like the actual funding to get the actual production side done.
That's
Hey,
great. That's a
Sean.
that's a great idea.
So we got about 10 minutes left. Let's go around and plug everybody. Start with Mike since we got this up because I can only stream for 4 hours and then they're going to cut me off automatically. So
All right. Well, I'm just going to play the trailer for the sign up list for Volume 3 of U.S. Assassin. It's versus Graveyard Shift, and here we
Cue
go.
it up.
I'm the mercenary, Flip Gordon. And I'm joining the U.S. Assassins team.
Yeah, this is U.S. Assassin. They bout the action, ready to make it happen. Yeah, this is the elite government task force. Whole team is official. What more could you ask for? Yeah, this is U.S. Assassin. You don't want drama. If they pull up, they blasting. Monsters of the graveyard shift. You ain't never seen a squad quite like this. We got Bazooka Dog, and he don't cut no slack. A dog with a giant bazooka on his back. Slither is a reptilian, alien. 3 snakes for a tongue. You don't want to mess with him. Sensei Steel, who is so mysterious, martial artist and trainer. With the kids, Zero Face is a bad guy turned good. The mercenary is a beast, get it understood. Takeout is a fast shooter, fast draw. Kirby is the Lone Ranger, but she hits hard. Lieutenant Rake, second in command. Yes, indeed. Who's the brains of the team of Super Ninja at the lead? Yeah, hey, this is U.S. Assassin. Yeah, this is U.S. Assassin. Let's go.
And there you go.
And we lost Joe.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Since he's the one that does everything.
The when they were going through like the list of characters, that art wasn't mine. That's Renzo Rodriguez. He did a pinup piece, and they basically we lost Shelby. You son of a bitch.
Okay, there we go. I'm back.
You kicked out Shelby.
Oh, I didn't?
Yeah, you did.
As
soon as you popped in, he popped out.
Yeah,
there he is.
There we go.
I didn't do it. All right. Gary, go ahead.
Like I say, I don't have anything active right now other than check out I guess Counterpoint Comics for Naughty and Nice. No, that's okay. And those issues there, I will be putting out some stuff this year. Like I said, I've got that a new project, and I'll let people know when I'm ready to show more about it.
Awesome. Shelby, what do you got?
Make Shelby big, and then look at his book shelf behind him.
Yeah, there you go.
What a stuff like that, man.
I used to be on that shelf.
Random. You're behind Image United, the red herring. Did that ever get finished?
Nah.
No.
Oh wow.
I heard McFarlane killed it, so.
Yeah.
Well,
I bet he says something else.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
All right.
Who do you guys think killed it?
I can't say.
We all know.
Do we? I don't.
So, anyways,
was it Mark?
So, anyways, Mark only drew like 10 figures in that whole series, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like he was not. He did a couple covers, and that was it. Yeah.
Sean.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, we got 6 minutes. We got.
Sorry. You can find me, Sean Ahrendt, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, YouPorn, No, I'm sorry. Also on Facebook, Geeks at the Beach is the convention I throw down here in Southern Delaware. Well, I did before COVID. Next month, I want to start a new show on my YouTube channel dealing with diabetes with my friend Myra, who's classically trained ballerina. So we're going to do like arts and diabetes, whatever. We're going to talk about our bullshit. But that's about it. And Type 1 will be coming sometime this year. What about you, Joey?
All the social media, Joe M. Sonntag or Joe Sonntag, you'll find me. YouTube, Joe M. Sonntag. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And my book, Reaper Destroyer, I'm trying to get out later on this year. And I would like to say thank you to everybody in the chat that joined us. It was a hell of a good time, and you guys really showed up. We really appreciate that. Thank you to everybody that came on, that was on from the beginning, that popped in for a little bit. Where are the links at? Links for what?
Rick's
social media.
Oh,
Rick Saylor's been putting links up all night.
Yeah, Rick's been killing it.
Yeah, Rick's great.
Yeah. Thanks,
Rick.
Rick.
If you got an issue, go to Rick.
I don't even know my own links. Rick puts them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll figure out something with an auction. It sounds like people seem like that was a good idea. So if people want to do that, we can definitely try that. I think that'd be cool.
We'll figure it out. Yeah. And again, guys, thank you for spending your Saturday just kicking it with us. It was such an awesome time. It's great to just fucking kick it and draw.
Yeah, we might have to do this again sometime. This is actually one of even though I was with the chat a lot, like I got more work done today than I have in the last couple weeks with everything that's been going on. So it's been fun. So, all right, everyone, I'm going to say goodbye before we lose time here. We got 4 minutes left, so we're right under what we can do. So,
and
really,
Shelby will be with us on Friday.
That's right.
9 o'clock.
At what time? Hey, what time is it there right now?
It's just about 1 o'clock.
Okay, it's 11 o'clock. I'm in Arizona, man, so I never know what time it is.
Okay, all right.
We don't observe daylight savings.
That's weird. It's wild.
I didn't know that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, they don't observe a whole lot of stuff out here.
But aliens.
Just saying. Oh, they exist, man. They exist. There's plenty of. It's
anal probes.
We'll talk about that on the stream.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting stream. Check us out next Friday. Yeah, and thank you so much. We appreciate everybody coming. It's been viewership's been great. The chat has been great. And until next time, as always, picture me naked. I'll talk to y'all later.
Thanks, guys.